Yo, what is good? Welcome to Best of 2023 Watch, where we play the latest games in search of the greatest games of the year. Today we're going to be playing Telltale's The Expanse and Disney Illusion Island. Funnily enough, I did preview both of these games, one at a preview event, that's Telltale, and one at Summer Game Fest. So I'm kind of returning to these titles and, you know, seeing how they hit now and like what I think about them. So that's what we're going to get into. I normally don't do this kind of separated, isolated intro where then I'm going to hard cut into gameplay. But for the YouTube version, I had all these different tech issues come up with like the frame rate of things and everything, and then a bunch of other problems. So I just wanted to jump straight into when I actually was able to get playing the game and do all that stuff. So yeah, there we go. So let's kick it off with Telltale's The Expanse, which also, in case I don't end up saying it too early in the gameplay, this is based on The Expanse, right? So it's sort of this, it's a sci-fi series. It has shows, it has books. This is a game co-developed by Telltale and also Deck 9. So yeah, anyway, let's... Okay, supplies are dwindling and morale is low. And the captain of the Artemis is about to learn the consequences of failing a crew in the belt. Wow, that is massively loud, even with
Listen, come
the
on.
stuff being lowered. I feel like this is too loud. This is definitely too loud still. Definitely too loud. Let's go like down here. Let's go like way down here or something.
Listen to me, damn it.
Okay, that's better. Let me know if it's too quiet though.
Listen to me.
Ooh, what a ride this was. But you know what? We got it going. We got it working. It looks like it's running good with like high graphics, 60 FPS.
No!
8 hours earlier. This is what threw me off, where I was like, let me make sure I'm not accidentally further in than I think I am.
What are we celebrating?
Our last mission.
I've heard that before.
This is the one. By the end of the day, all of us are gonna be fucking rich, but mostly you and me.
It's another wreck.
It's not just any wreck. The UNN Shinabi. Dropped off the map less than a week ago. No distress call. Those UNN pricks never come out this far unless they're carrying something special.
Aren't you one of those UNN pricks?
Easy. If I'm still one of those UNN pricks, then you're still an OPA traitor with Anderson Dawes' bounty on your head. But the past is the past.
The past is the past.
Also, I gotta see if I can make these
Why didn't
the
you
fonts
take it?
bigger, but
The bounty.
I knew you were worth more. Anybody who could piss off someone that dangerous must be pretty fucking valuable.
okay, let's do... I forgot that I have like 2 mics here now. Let's see.
Don't make the same mistake he did. I work for you, but you don't own me.
Hey, freelance life, let's go.
Believe me, I'm well aware.
Just want to make sure you're not having second thoughts about our deal.
No, come on. We're equal partners. We pay the crew, the costs, and the overhead. The rest is 50-50. You and me. We've got a good thing going here. Nobody fucks with you, which means nobody fucks with me. And hell, if this score is what I think it could be, you've got the deal of the century. Now drink. Yam sang, or whatever the fuck you people say.
Damn, what the fuck?
Close enough.
Ba-da-bum, ba-da-dum,
Time to rally the
ba-da-bum.
crew for Cox's last mission. I should start
sorry,
by
that was me.
briefing Kahn.
Y'all already know that, like, I'm not a mouse and keyboard girl, so there's a little bit of a... Here we go, font size. Oh, wait, no, that's a font style. Extra large, yeah. I'll do a little background. Why not? Do you want to keep... Yes, I want to keep the modifications. Okay. So yeah, be a little bit patient with the camera work here. And it's like, then I gotta like, yeah, do like the freaking... I might increase the sensitivity. This is what I hate about this situation. What do we got? We got sensitive key bindings, maybe? I wouldn't mind some, volume warning could be good, actually. Brightness warning? Okay. Action warning. Nah, I'm okay. Gameplay. Aha! Okay. So, I want, like... maybe the sensitivity to be, like, way up. This is definitely, like, better, I think. Because, like, before... maybe even higher than this. Because before, like, I had to, like, move the mouse, like, way... Can we just max it out? That's, like, seems dramatic. That seems like an overcorrection, but... I mean, honestly... I think that's gonna be where we're gonna be at. And then you have F for the little ping. Again, I'm not the smoothest with it. Let's just like get into it. Let's not dilly-dally too much.
Kahn, new orders from the captain.
I know. He already sent me the coordinates.
Captain thinks that this could be...
Last score we'll ever need. Haul of a century. I got the pep talk from him.
What's our ETA?
It depends.
On what?
On how long you plan to waste my time.
Damn. People just do not fuck with you on this ship is kind of what...
Oh dear. I made the lackey upset. Forgive me.
I think, honestly, I'm just gonna be, like, a little unhinged in this.
Call me that again.
I feel like it's not really that threatening.
We're nearly there.
To be honest.
The debris field is massive. It'll take me a minute to navigate. Somebody blew that ship to hell and back.
I should check the command console for more information on...
She's been chewing on that same cigar for weeks.
A little photo over here.
I assume this is Kahn's husband.
It's the happiest I've ever seen her.
Cute. Imagine checking the console. So this flight terminal.
Don't touch my shit. Oh, sorry. Don't touch my shit, sir.
Got a little item over here.
Wouldn't want to do a high G burn in one of these. As the XO, it's my job to make sure the ship and its crew are in order.
Got like a little
I
mission
keep a log on the
briefing.
ship and on our scavenge missions.
Alright, what else we got here?
Haven't had to
Gunnery.
shoot much, but we keep the PDCs fully stocked,
Oh, let me know how the audio is.
just
now,
in case.
now that we're finally into it, especially compared to my voice, I feel like it could maybe be a little quieter, and that could be useful, but I don't want to assume... Oh, wait, I have to Is this down here? Yeah, it's basically telling me this is down here. Or maybe even the dialogue could come back down a bit. I left the dialogue
Time to find the rest of the crew.
pretty high.
Arlen said he put all this away. What was it, 3 days ago?
Shift to run faster, hell yeah. Oh, there we go. And then wait, do I have the toggle on for that too? I think I have the toggle on. Gameplay. Yeah, I do have it as set as toggle. Okay, cool. Like, I just always want to be sprinting. Like, I never want to not be sprinting. Yeah, just have me sprint everywhere. I'm gonna just
Ship's
speed run the ship.
diagnostics always come back good. The Artemis isn't much to look at, but she's built to last.
I will say I love to be able to ping whenever I want. It's just convenient. And I like to get a little lost is the thing too, so. The ping's nice because it's like, okay, where am I supposed to actually go?
I used to suit up in the prep room with everyone. But I've seen Arlen's and Rayan's asses enough for one lifetime. Now, I keep my vac suit in my room.
I will say font could be bigger. Not gonna lie. Oh, we gotta hold this. You know, I wouldn't mind standing up actually. I think I'm gonna stand for this. Oh gosh. Oh man, that actually feels a lot better, honestly. Very solid. CEO of getting lost. Okay, let's see. What do we got going on
Maya
here?
has a plan for this meditation session. She's going to bring her makeup kit and wait until Virgil gets into a deep trance, then go to town on him. I may have to watch.
What? Alright, here we go.
Virgil. Virgil.
Ah, I don't think of them as cartoonish. That's interesting. I guess they are a little cartoony.
Excellent drummer.
Usually medics only know enough to plug that thing in and rig up the morphine dispenser.
Well, I took a course in autodoc repair during my residency. Useful for work outside the medical system. It's been giving me abnormal readings since series, but I finally know why. The laser crystal's badly occluded.
Just a little bit, I guess.
That sounds serious. Can we replace it?
We can, and should. Normally I wouldn't recommend it. I could always open people up the old-fashioned way. But the twins get into more mishaps than a normal crew. A high-quality gem would ensure that I'm ready for their next disaster. I assume you didn't come here to talk about crystals.
We have a new target.
What is it this time, El Dorado? The Fountain of Youth? Let me guess. The Falcon Horde of Venus?
The UNN Urshanabi. Cap believes there's something valuable on board. Something special.
Do we want to invite that kind of attention?
We'll be fine. In and out. No games.
I'll monitor any data you send back, and I'll be here to patch anyone up, should it come to that.
All right. Yeah, so what is everyone's interest level and also just general knowledge of this game?
Maya has a plan for this
I saw this
meditation
already.
session. She's going to bring her makeup kit and wait until Virgil gets into a deep trance, then go to town on him. I may have to watch.
Because, like, I
wonder what
previewed
angry
this.
pilot could have written this.
to my barbecue sauce, I will find you. I previewed this, and honestly, like, this was like not on my radar at all. And it previewed fine. The preview was actually episode 1, so like I've played this episode before. And I'll talk about like the things I think now I think are pretty much the same things I thought then, but you know, we'll get into it. But it's just kind of surprising that I feel like it's not really been talked about that much, and it kind of sort of like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's stealth dropped. Obviously, people were working on like the marketing of it, and like they had that big event. Like they put a lot of time and energy and money and resources into it. But
what's your excuse this time?
Meanwhile, like no one really knows what's going on with it.
You need some aqua caca, huh?
Ow! Just let me go. It just fell, okay?
What I tell you? Tinsha, you stupid prick! Quit fucking up!
Hey, boss man, make him stop.
Shut it, Tokaka.
Last time I picked cut the shit out, so I'm gonna go with I'm enjoying this.
Carry on. I'm enjoying the show.
It's a little creepy sounding though, I'm not gonna lie.
Even EXO agrees.
Okay, okay. For the God, brother.
We got a job, Baradnos. Listen up.
Nah, fuck that. I'm tired of rooting around in the dumpster for that Inya.
Cox promised us a real payday. He said, give me 3 months, and you never have to work again. He said,
this the next job. And he the boss man.
Just like series. Bossing everyone around, only this time no dolls to keep you on the leash, yeah?
I punched him last time too. It just feels like the thing to do.
This isn't series. On the ship, I'm the EXO.
Yeah, people are trying to punk me out here, man, and I'm not gonna stand for that.
Shit. I was only fucking with you, Kopeng. Come on, Baratna.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about me on this ship. Yeah, well, the voice actress for Drummer is the same voice actress for Drummer in the show. That might be why she sounds familiar. I forget offhand like what else she's done. And I don't have like her page pulled up in front of me to share that out. She was actually one of the people I interviewed when I did the preview.
So far, none of the biomass that's gone through this recycler has been a crew member. I consider that a win. Supplies are always tight on long jobs, but we're running low on even the basics now. Nothing like fresh herbs and spices to go with dried kibble.
Also, Grey Fox mentions, I only watched a little bit of The Expanse. This is well, it's a show, but it's also like a comic, and like they have also other books and stuff like that. It's like a whole universe of content. And played the Walking Dead Telltale games, so I don't have much background. I've watched people play a lot of Telltale games, though. Yeah, for me, funnily enough, I actually don't have that much history with Telltale. Despite being a huge fan of choice-driven games and story-driven games.
Arlen is right. That Rayan can't keep his shit from breaking. It only makes my job harder.
Yeah, they just kind of were like before my time, and now, for those who don't know, Telltale is Telltale mostly in name only. There are people from the original Telltale that still are at Telltale, but they kind of like went under, and then like the name got bought, and they are like revived again, but they're still like presumably with the same ethos of like storytelling and style. And then Deck 9 did like True Colors and a bunch of other games. Let me pull up Deck 9's games real quick because I don't want to miss out. On it. Yeah, True Colors is so incredible. They also did the remastered collection for Life is Strange, and they did Life is Strange Before the Storm, but I actually hated Life is Strange Before the Storm. That's just me. So, yeah. So I'm like adjusting. I have like a little space heater here. I get like really cold sometimes, so I've been like messing around with it, but like kind of adjusting the temperature. And then I get really warm here too, so it's like I'm all over the place with my temperature.
Food in the belt is never fancy, but my stomach still turns when I look at this mush.
So for this one, it's like, okay, I don't really like care about the IP necessarily, but I'm looking for good drama. And to be honest,
ETA 5 minutes, drummer.
and it's tough because it's episode 1.
Will do, boss man. Headed back to my room to suit up now.
But there's not like a lot of like intrigue so far and in the first episode. Like there is kind of like setting up different beefs, but I feel like there's not as much fun to be had. There are a couple things I do like though, like for instance,
I got a lot closer to a captain's chair than I would have expected. And a lot further away from anything else.
like I do like there's some like flavor text for some of like the items and things that I think are interesting.
A little token of my childhood on series. Each time it gets another crack, it reminds me of that shit heap even more.
So I have data
Doris
cube.
gave me everything. A job, a purpose, a community. Until he took it all away.
You think the docs at Sirius are dangerous? Okay. Dead or alive, I told them.
Even with everything he's done to me, I would never turn Dawes into UNN forces. Took every yen I had to get off Ceres without Dawes or Star Helix noticing. Never had time for dating on Ceres. Now I've got plenty of time and no one to date.
Classic. I do like too, in the case of this where you're like looking through like these like big walls of text, how they also have the character sort of summarize what the information is or what the general like takeaway is, because sometimes it can be fun to like read through all this stuff, but a lot of times I don't necessarily want to read through it, but I want to get the information. So having them have like a little bit of exposition about the note I find really helpful. I like her braid also. It's very cute.
Where are you going to go, Kamina? Huh?
Anywhere but here. With anyone but you.
Hate me all you want. You are many things, Beltalowda, but you are not a traitor. You love your belt. And right now, belt is me.
I'm busy. You're late. Quit tinkering and get your helmet. We're about to push off.
Fucking make me.
Typical Martian. With the mouth that only knows how to kiss ass and spew caca. I already beat Arlen's ass today. Guess Virgil can handle one more patient.
I wish they would. So something that's kind of cool about this is they have like this like volume warning thing, but I wish they would like have the option to just like decrease like louder volume stuff like automatically, because I wouldn't want to like adjust settings all the time. I'm gonna hit continue and we'll see if it's always like really loud, then that'll just be what it's gonna be. This is like a little
put you in the break for this.
quick time example.
You'd have to catch me first.
Cutting thrust. Prepare to enter float in 3, 2.
Come on. Let me hear it.
You got me.
Fuck yes. Finally.
Wait, why did I not get it? Did I not like do the quick time event right? I feel like I did, no? Like it turned green when I clicked the stuff. But also this is the only
You were kicking my ass for a minute. I thought you had me again.
That was a good move.
This is like the only scene, or one of the only scenes that I feel like actually conveys some, like something like legitimate from the characters that doesn't feel like purely, it's still playing on archetypes of like sort of this flirty, aggressive, teasy tone. Like that's not a unique dichotomy to present, but something about it just feels a little bit more genuine than I think the, oh, like, you're in charge of the ship? Okay. You know, like, I don't know, it just feels like a little bit more grounded to me than the other scenes had.
Kind of a cheap shot, though.
If it was a cheap shot, I would have smashed your brittle belter bones against the ceiling.
Don't believe everything they taught you in the Martian Navy. My bones are just as strong as yours.
I didn't believe a single thing they taught me at that fascist brainwash factory. That's why I'm here with you, brittle bitches.
Arlen and Rayan have begun breaching the airlock off the bridge. Once we're in, we are going
Holy shit, Io!
That's too loud.
Usually Io is covered up by these dust streams that fire off from its poles after volcanic activity. But it's clear as day.
It looks like any other moon. Pale and lumpy.
Don't you talk about her like that. She's a beautiful volcanic goddess.
I usually only look for what could kill me out here. But it's nice getting to see it through your eyes. Even if they're the eyes of an inner who doesn't know her ass from her oxygen valve.
You mean an inner who pile-drived your ass into a ceiling, right?
Let's head out. Just remember to...
Woohoo!
As I was saying, remember to keep your weight back when you land.
Still, not bad for an inner who's barely been in the belt for a month, eh?
Reminds me when Rayan and I were learning to spacewalk. One time, he crashed right into the hull and shit his vac suit.
Shut it! Koya! Whoa.
Airlock is open, Exo.
Good. Let's see what we have in here.
The load time's a little bit long, but that's okay. That is what it is. Spooky.
Fucking table scraps.
Ah! Fuck!
Again, it also has a bit of the, like, forced swears a bit. I do think this shot is pretty,
Yo, Baragna.
stark.
Shit's crazy.
Just breathe. Keep your head down. It's okay.
Now say puke in your soup, okay? That you won't choke to death on your own sick.
Yo, what's up, Happy Day? How's it going? In a lot of ways, this just feels like the classic space set up where it's like, okay, shit went down on like the ship that you're gonna raid and someone beat you to it and maybe they're still there, or like what really happened to the crew, like kind of a tone.
Enough. Whoever put out this welcome gift for us is long gone, and they left behind a big-ass ship that must have some valuables still on it. So get scavenging!
You all have your orders. Hurry up and do your job so we can get back home.
Right, and obviously, like...
Ooh, if I stare at these too long, I might be the one throwing up in my suit.
Like, you gotta, like, you know, just to see what can happen. Oh, you gotta hold it, hold on. Maybe it said I had to hold for those quick time events, and I didn't realize that. That's possible. See what else is going on here. Alright, I think we've done what we could do in this little area.
It's not like the pirates took down some creaky old ship. This thing was practically brand new.
Like, I don't see this being any Ishimura, you know, but it's like, okay, like... this could have some intrigue to it. Alright, they mentioned the marker again. Sure. Let's kind of just check out the odds and the ends. But yeah, this was interesting because, so yeah, I previewed it, played episode 1 during the preview, thought it was fine. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't, like, good. But it's also the first episode. Are the heads just floating there? Yeah, they're just floating there because it's, actually, yeah. I guess because, yeah, like, I think I have, like, gravity boots on. That's why I can walk around without, like, floating away myself. Yeah, it was just fine, but it's so tough with a story-driven game with like an just all right episode 1 doesn't necessarily mean anything about the whole of it. And I remember Ben asking me, you know, I did like a little episode with him.
Got
an intact QPU here.
Nice find.
If you want the thoughts I had then, check that out just to kind of get the full context of like additional stuff. But he's like, oh, when this game comes out, are you gonna play it? And I'm like, I don't know, it depends on like what I'm doing. And I'm not sure. Oh, here's something that I think is really cool though. I love the their approach to like the zero gravity stuff and sort of walking on the walls and everything works pretty smoothly, honestly, which I'm kind of surprised by. It works better than I would have expected it to.
Fuel, oxygen, scrap metal, wiring. If we can use it or sell it, it goes in here.
Okay, let's see.
Pirates tore this place apart, but pirates aren't scavengers.
It's got like a fun, kind of kooky atmosphere to it. One thing I think is pretty cool that's kind of, oh, oops. Oh no, I don't know how to land. There we go. Let me get off this wall. Okay, there we go. One thing that's kind of cool that is a little bit more unique to this game is the way that you can sort of call people as you're exploring around. So they have like this thing, you can like look at the blood, but you can also like call Arlen and Rayan, excuse me. You can like kind of call it in, so.
Looks like the crew didn't surrender their heads to the pirates without a fight.
That's me just looking at it, and then it's like, I can also call.
Keep an eye out for trouble while you're setting up the containment vaults.
You ever cut anybody's head off, Ixo? Back when you ran with Dawes?
Let me see if I can just say nothing.
One time, I cut a man's eyes out when he looked at me funny.
For real?
Sure did. Wore them as earrings the next night.
Basheng Fong.
Yeah, I wish you could just say nothing. Wait, also, hold on, what is this?
Doesn't look like a typical pirate attack to me.
Yeah, this is you, like,
I agree.
floating around.
Maybe they were looking for something big and couldn't find it.
And then you can just, like,
to try and scare off anyone else.
Zoop to wherever, which is nice.
Makes sense. Especially if they thought other people might come looking.
Could be. The scuttlebutt around the Urshanabi has been pretty loud.
See, I think the traversal, like the way you're able to kind of move around the space is really cool. And one thing that I'm hoping for out of future episodes, if I am gonna keep playing this, which, like, I'm not sure. Again, it's not bad, but it's not good either. It's very, like, inoffensive. Oops, I forgot this is supposed to be me. There we go. But one thing I'm hoping for more of is,
this looks like a fabricator of some kind.
like, more interesting
Maybe
stuff to
for
do with that
material printing?
verticality, you know?
Do we?
Yes! Gimme, gimme!
Oop. Let me, like, get my life together a little bit. Here we go. But I think for the flying, there's a good combination of things that are self-done as the player and things that are a little bit more automated.
Okay, time to scavenge.
I do think
Drummer,
the...
looks like the officers section is still intact. Go check it out.
On it.
The,
You know the military.
Yeah,
The brass always hoards the best shit.
Let's hope so.
I think the thing about the every 2 weeks nature of it too is 2 weeks is a long time. I feel like weekly is more than enough. But I think the thing that ends up really hurting these games with that, like, episodic release cadence is the fact that while a lot of us may take a while to complete a game, it is rare to have a game where, like, you cannot complete it. You know, it's like the game itself is kind of halting your progress and you have to wait and you're kind of on the game schedule. Yeah, I think that's what makes it uniquely challenging and sort of off-putting for a lot of players. I feel like you either don't mind the weekly release or you don't like it. I'm not sure how many people, like, enjoy having to wait. And let's face it, like, are you really having those conversations with people 2 weeks later? Like, I don't know. Let me know in the chat if you've ever actually, like, set up anything for that, because usually, you know, because it's not like a show. Like, it's not like this. I think, here's the thing. I think, like, the book club nature of games can be fun when it's self-directed, community-driven kind of situation. And also, like, you know, something you can opt into or, like, not do, you know, kind of thing, where we do plenty of community-driven stuff. Like, at MinMax, like, we have, like, the, you know, Deepest Dive, where it's, like, video game book club, you know, we, like, play up until a certain point and we stop. That's something that we, like, all opt into experience together. We all agree to, like, play this at this pace and, like, have these questions. While something like this, it feels like they're trying to create that for the whole world, which sounds like a really cool concept, but it just doesn't end up really happening in that way. Happy says, I've generally played all these types of games. Well, exactly, and I think it's a really common sentiment, like the wait for all the episodes to release.
Commanders, this is Private Takabe. The pirates have asked me to report the following. All crew members, except for those barricaded in the officers' quarters, have been killed or captured. The pirates do not wish to kill anyone else. If you open the gate now and allow them to complete their search, no more lives will be lost. And if you do not comply, oh God, please don't.
Oof.
10 minutes until the next one.
Eerie. And it's got, like, a lot of spooky stuff to it, but it doesn't feel like horror, which is kind of nice, you know? It's like, okay. There's just, like, some fucked up stuff happening. I enjoy the Walking Dead Telltale series. You can get away with episodic if it is great. Walking Dead had me in a chokehold. Oi, Baltaloda. How's it going, Veldar? What's up? Yeah, and then also, I never talked about my history with Telltale. It's pretty sparse. I got into this kind of
map
game.
Would be helpful if all the pieces were still together.
Side quest alert.
Such luck. I did run a phase array scan. Everything matched the LiDAR, except for one gap in the captain's quarters.
I'll check it out when I get in there.
Arlen and Rayan's experience hauling minerals on Vesta has been a big help, even when they annoyed the hell out of me.
The only game I played from Telltale was Telltale's Batman, and that shit was awesome. I was so into it, but I was playing on Switch, and I hit like this game-breaking bug, and I was never able to finish it. And then I even tried like replaying it. I tried all these different solutions, and I just couldn't finish it. So I never beat that game, even though I really loved it. I was like 3 out of the 5 episodes into it, and I thought it was just really, really just a blast and a half. So I like that a lot, but yeah, I was frustrated by the performance of it, and I don't think I'm alone in feeling the technical frustrations of old Telltale. Yeah. So there is that component of things. Actually, do I want to like check some other stuff first? Let's check some other hallways first. Ooh, find a new laser crystal is like a little side quest. I don't know if you could do that now, though, is the thing.
Not a lot of particulates in the air filter. Virgil, how long do you think the bodies have been like this? A couple of days?
That's my assumption, after analyzing the footage of the heads and the remnants of the precipitating battle.
What can you tell me about the heads, medically speaking?
From the uniformity of the incisions, it seems clear they were done post-mortem. Very difficult to be precise if the victim is fighting back.
Cool. Okay. I wonder if, can I see my log somehow? Oops. I'm not sure offhand how to see that, so I guess we'll just... Then I don't think I came from here. Got a little letter. Let's just read it.
Skinnies. Bigoted asshole. He still didn't deserve to die like
We're being
this.
boarded. Don't have got past our scanners. Surrender. Lost contact with this ship. We're going to set up a barricade and repel them. They're breaching. How the fuck did the pirates get...
Hey, Kahn. You've been flying a long time. Ever seen anything like this
Go
before?
inside for fresh air?
Nah, but when it comes to pirates, nothing surprises me.
Oh, like in the game?
They're all monsters.
Sounds personal.
Oh, gun.
Put it this way. We ever capture one alive? All I need is 10 minutes and my torch blade. The ship would smell like barbecue for weeks.
Hashang.
Microwave energy gun. Not a bad choice for persuading someone to open a door.
I guess I'm gonna take it. Meow, meow. Okay. Or is it going outside for fresh air? The U part of things. Let me know. Alright, let's hold to open. Hold to open.
So, about that. It's a fingerprint lock. You're going to need to find the right hand. An officer.
The baka.
Good news. The logs show that there was one out in the crew mess hall. Second Corporal Horowitz.
Alright.
Might be difficult to get
cool.
his body back to the door, though.
Don't need all of him.
Oh, God.
Okay, cool. Fan of The Expanse, then I take it? I've never watched it. So this is like my first entry point into The Expanse, which to their credit, I think, well, I don't like, know that reference, right? Like, it feels like it's easy to get onboarded to the world. It's not like they're throwing a lot. I mean, there's definitely like a little bit of a gap for me in how they speak in terms of slang and things. But I don't feel like confused by what's going on or who the characters are, what their motivations are. So I feel like it's pretty palatable in that sense. Like if you're like me and have never gone into any of the Expanse's content. It's like very much feels like a game you can absolutely play without having watched or read the Expanse. Aveller says, oh yes, read the full novel series and seen on the TV series. Belter Creole is a mix of a lot of languages. Yeah, I kind of picked up on that a little bit, but I mean, obviously there's some context clues to kind of help you get the idea of like, this is a like swear, this is like a dismissive comment, this is like an exclamation. You know, they had the sort of, you know, even like the ways to make disparaging comments about people is kind of alluded to. So it's definitely not like, oh, you won't be able to understand this stuff. It's just not as simple as it could be. Okay, let's take this little water recycler. There's a pamphlet in the beginning that gives you the
clean
basic words of the
palladium
names.
in this
Ooh.
recycler.
I actually don't know offhand how to like
drummer.
open my
UNN
menu.
officers always keep a backup water recycler for themselves.
You were a UNN officer. Do you have a backup recycler for yourself?
Of course not. I drink the same cloudy sludge as the rest of you.
Mm-hmm.
From the tourism board or whatever. Okay, interesting. And then I really like the flying for just kind of cutting across areas like I'm doing now. I can see that being like pretty convenient. But yeah, I'm like wondering how I can like adjust my like my missions and stuff, because it looks like I have like a little side quest available too, and that would be cool to check out, but I'm not quite sure. Again, the ability to ping is pretty nice. Okay, let's just go down here. And the way you kind of latch onto things has proven to be convenient. I'm not sure if this is the right way. Like, I think it is kind of like an up and around situation. Ooh, maybe not. Oh, actually. Let's see. The active lore. Yeah, the active time lore. For sure, for sure. It's always nice to have, like, more lore options for people. Admittedly, I don't know if I'd be taking a lot of those lore options, even if you gave them to me. So I don't want to... I hate when people pretend, like, oh, I want this so bad, and then they, like, wouldn't use it. So it's like, do you want that? But for me, it's, like, more from my generalized questions. If you have questions, like, lore questions, I can probably help. Yeah, thanks. I think I'm good right now. I mean, chat, you're welcome to ask some things here and there, but... See, this is, like, the wrong way. There's gotta be a way to open the map. I have game questions. Like, how do you open your map? How to play. Wait, they probably have a how to open your map or something in here. Okay, 0 Gs, because I feel like I'm a little bit turned around. Objectives. Tab. There we go. Okay, great. Yes, thank you. This is awesome. Very excited to get here. I also really want to do this, but let's do it after we find the officer's hand. It doesn't look like they have a map, actually. They got the Artemis logs. Also, if there was a, good evening. Yeah, I started streaming like about an hour ago. If you're just coming in, again, I technically did actually play this before. I played this episode 1 of Telltale's Expanse in a preview event. I guess I went the wrong way, so let's just go this way. For the game, so it's kind of interesting playing it again, because it's like, okay, I already did this, yet I am still turned around, which is a little funny. But, you know, it still gives me a chance to kind of, like, talk to y'all about it, check it out, sort of showcase it, see what, like, y'all's interest is, in it as one of the kind of bigger releases of the, week. Where is this at? See, I feel like I came through the wrong way. I probably wasn't supposed to cut across when I did or something. Cool, thanks. It's interesting they got, yeah, I talked to, Kara actually about that. And, you know, obviously it makes sense they would want the same actress across things. And obviously, like, some of it's, you know, going to be the PR of the promoting the project and stuff. But she was happy with the writing and the tone, felt like it was true to the character kind of thing. This is interesting because this is like a prequel to the television series. That's what a lot of people were saying. Like, the Expanse is like, and that's something they talked about too. Like, I talked to, hold on, I want to see if I can get can I get the roles and things right? I don't know if I still have notes. on the Expanse in my notes app. It's probably in my Google Drive. But that was something they like touched on a lot during the preview event, that it's supposed to be like really realistic and like a big, there we go, this is where I messed up. A big mechanical focus is the sort of 0 Gs, and that's kind of their, I wouldn't say what makes them unique in terms of like this space and the style of game, space, haha. But it's definitely a standout, just like the way you can kind of cut across an area like this, you don't often get in games. And I love the, sort of looking at where you're gonna land and just snapping in. I wonder if that got a little bit of an update too since the preview, because it feels like a little bit easier or more intuitive, though I liked it in the preview event as well. That was one of the standout positives for me, was the sort of simplicity of snapping back into position when you needed to. Again, this little waypoint system is also very useful. Okay. Okay, here we go. Boom. Yeah, I just had gone the wrong direction when I... What do you call it? Getting fresh air?
Europa's Bane. Anyone heard of it?
It's one of Toussaint Zapata's ships.
Ah, fuck. Should've known.
Who is that?
Latest pirate flavor of the month. Led a mining strike on Europa. Stole a few ships. Now self-employed as a full-time murdering psychopath.
UNN has been giving her a wide berth. If she wanted to take out this ship, it means she had a good reason.
Or she's just a murdering psychopath.
Got it. Thanks. Maya, I'm in the mess hall. Time to find an officer.
I've linked the personnel records to your terminal. Try scanning the bodies and see if you get a match.
I will say it's a little bit, like, very lightly annoying that, like, when you have moments like that in the game where the dialogue is sort of going still in sort of key dialogue, you can't really do anything mechanically. Like, I wasn't able to scan during that conversation.
Looks like the crew tried to mount a defense
Again,
here.
a small thing.
For all the good
but I think in games like this, the details are so key.
People.
Because the mechanics are not necessarily the thing you go to the game for. It's about the way the mechanics might amplify the narrative and not anything really else, you know? It's why people don't have those conversations of, again, they're kind of ignorant comments to make, but the, oh, it's like not even a game, or like how gamey is it, and these kind of questions, that's sort of getting at that, but in a really surface kind of reductive angle for it.
This is awful. Have you ever seen anything like it?
No.
Not even on series?
Not even on series. Pashang.
Check the shoulders. UNN officers have those fancy bars. I know pirates are vicious, but this is...
You hear stories about people who spend too long off station. Go Big Pagal.
Big Pagal? My belter is...
It means really fucking crazy.
Safe, yeah. Yeah, they kind of touched on the language and scenes like that. Velder says, poverty is rampant, crime is rampant, and there are very real social issues that don't just up and disappear like some futuristic series do. DVN says, watching T-Pain play Dave the Diver has convinced it. Oh my god, T-Pain played Dave the Diver. That is so fucking cool. But I need the Switch to release because I don't PC game. Is there a Switch version in the works, or is that just like a hope you have? Let me know, because I'm not sure offhand what platforms have gotten announced for it.
This much violence seems pretty Big Pagal to me. Can you hurry up?
Working on it.
It's cute that she like tries to use the terminology of that she just barely learned like 2 seconds ago. Also, DVN, would you get her? They're planning a Switch release. Okay, cool. Steam Deck thoughts? Obviously, really expensive machine, so I get if you're just like, I just don't want to pay all that. But that could be your way around.
This was a massacre.
That whole situation.
No other word for it.
Sooner we get out of here, the better.
Because as you can see, well, actually not as you can see, but if you were here at the beginning of the stream.
If his mag boots were off, he might have drifted.
And we also have a little call
Another
here.
pirate corpse. That makes 2 in here.
Better than none.
You know anything else about this Toussaint? Where she's from?
The thing about murderous rampaging pirates, they tend to be a little mysterious.
Alright, so now we head to the ceiling and look for... Sorry if that was very dizzying for y'all to see. I'm just trying to, like, look around. Look around, look around. Also, too, I think I'm not sure if my sensitivity carried over. I think there's a separate sensitivity for... Here we go. A separate sensitivity for when you're, like, when you're, like, floating around, but now I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, there's, like, 0G sensitivity, so I could always, like, toggle that down or something, but...
That's the one. Poor Arthur.
I got discharged from the MCRN, pretty much the social elite from 80% of Mars. Just gonna need a new home. The Steam Deck seems poorly designed, top heavy. Have you used it at all? Have you gotten a chance to get your hands on it? It's definitely heavy. The Steam Deck's been interesting for me because when I saw it was jumping, I'm like, okay, I would want that but I don't want to spend that kind of money. And I have like a lot of people, a bad habit of buying a lot of game stuff, but not playing as many games. So I'm like, you know what? I have so many games to play. The last thing I need to do is open up my Steam backlog and deal with that drama. So I didn't pre-order it when it first dropped. My boyfriend did, though. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can always play his and see how I like it. And having played it, honestly, I really love the Steam Deck. But I will say I stand by my original statement of it being very heavy and of it being just kind of very big. And also the battery life is really bad. But the buttons feel very luxurious to me. It works incredibly well. And I finally got one of my own. Ben had sent one my way because he knew that I wanted one. It's kind of a thank you for all the social media work I've been doing on top of actually getting paid to do it. So yeah, I have not dug into it all the way yet. I think we'll just leave this loud audio, I think. No, I haven't yet. I watched reviews, and I would consider if they redesigned it. Console gamer at heart, you know? Me too, but that's kind of what I like about the Steam Deck, where it's like the consolification of the PC. Because if you were here earlier in the stream, you saw me like struggling to like connect my controller, and like I know like some people are really into and good at the PC stuff. And I love streaming here for y'all, and I always stream at my desk because of like, you know, setting up OBS and everything. But when I'm not streaming, I love to just be wherever, on my sofa, like just in just a comfy chair. One of my dreams actually is to set up a chill stream area where it's like the camera's like in my living room. Maybe I have like a headset mic, so maybe like the audio's not as good or something, and I can just like stream from my living room very casually or more casually than being over here and just kind of use that for different things. But we'll see. We'll just continue with the loud audio. Loud audio warning real quick. I feel like because I adjusted all the settings, the loud isn't as loud as it is supposed to be, but we'll see.
Fuck!
It actually was very loud.
Ryan, what's happening?
An accident.
It was actually way louder than I thought it was going to be.
You're the accident.
Keep holding. I'll be right there.
That actually was very loud, so I hope that did not blow anyone's ears off.
Whatever mess he's got himself into, make sure the containment vault is secure. We cannot afford to lose it.
Captain, Ryan's vac suit is...
Not now! Drummer, get your ass over there.
Let me just slowly
On my
walk
way.
over. So, I have so many thoughts about this next thing, where you're like leading into a bit of a moment here. Let me make sure I'm going the right way still. Okay, here we go. Oh, I need to like start hitting shift to run. Okay, it's a little much. Let's bring everything down like a little bit more. Everything's so quiet here just because the game is so loud.
My leg. Samalo, drummer. Samalo.
Hold still. We'll see what we can do. What happened?
Unexploded charge, I think. Pirates must have left it behind.
Pashang, you didn't scan first?
Drummer, his suit is punctured and losing pressure. You need to release the vault and patch him now or he could die.
Belay that! That vault has O2, fuel, armaments. We can't afford to lose it.
Dun, 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 dun. So I'm gonna go with the vault. Snowbag Mike went with a leg when we did the preview of this, and I will talk about that shortly in the future. But I'm gonna go with the vault because that's what I would choose genuinely, and in case I play the rest of the episodes, I want to like it to be my true playthrough. I guess we're just gonna get a loud audio warning.
Hold on.
What are you doing?
I know it's supposed to be loud, but it's kind of wild how loud the loud audio is. I think in an attempt to go for like cinematicness, they went a little too far with the leveling. Just a hair, just
You're
a bit.
welcome.
I'm signaling Virgil to come check on him, but vitals look stable. You did the right thing, Kamina.
Bullshit. See if you feel that way in a few weeks when we're running out of supplies.
So yeah, I'm hoping this really comes back to bite me.
You're a disgrace to Beltalowda.
It's done.
And I'm also hoping it really comes back to like repay me that I did this for him, like in terms of like our dynamic. But we're not really gonna know that, like whether or not it does or doesn't pay off until like later, just because we're not gonna get that kind of thing that close to it happening. All right, let's get a move on. Dun 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 dun. We are heading over. We are heading over. We are heading over. We are heading over. If you could take the way this aspect of zero-G controls and add it in Dead Space, I think I would have had a better time. And I had a great time playing Dead Space Remake, but even with all the updates they did to the zero-G gravity suit kind of thing, like I was still struggling. If he has health insurance with an Earth-based corporation, he could get a full regrown leg. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that would have changed what I did, but that's interesting. Ew. That's so gross, the way they like let it hang there.
These UNN big shots kept to themselves.
Why? Why?
Damn. Looks like the Urshinabi's last stand.
They don't even get to finish their last words.
The font is like a lot clearer than you would think it is based on what was going down.
This is Christian Avasarala, Deputy Undersecretary for Peace Operations. I am denying your request for additional support against Belter hostiles. Captain, you lead a well-armed battleship against a single pirate frigate. You outnumber them 5-1. I don't give half a fuck what ghost stories you have heard about this Captain Tucson. Do your fucking job, or you can hand me your bars directly when you return to Earth to do whatever disgraced soldiers do after they have been retired. Regards, Christian Abasarala.
Yeah, it's funny not having, like, I'm sure that would be dope if I knew that, you know what I mean? But I think, like, you don't necessarily need that either, nor should they, like, be reliant on it. But it is interesting to kind of see, you know, your reaction as someone that is a really big fan of the franchise and, like, can pick up on these, like, little cues and things. Let's do... Can I just pick up this note? Actually, let's search this guy. Let's see what's going on.
Looks like a personal key card.
Now I'm wondering, though, if I should read the books, because I've been wanting, like, some more shit to read.
Found a key card on the captain. Not sure what it's for, though.
Check his room. Maybe he has a safe somewhere that pirate scanners wouldn't have picked up.
I do love this right here. This little guy.
Hey, Cap. You need any dead animals for your desk?
Why the fuck would I? Probably still has rabies.
Think of it as a gift. I saw it and was reminded of how you just stand there and watch us do all the work.
Facts.
Leave that thing where it is, or you'll be standing there watching us take off without you.
I'm no art snob, but I don't think most paintings are done on iron. There you are.
I'm just like me, like moving the mouse like across my desk.
Maybe something good on here. Or maybe a lot of dick pics. Guess we'll see.
I did find that funny.
Cap, found something that could be something. Transmitting now.
Fuck. That's a lot of data. All right. Load up the crew and head back. I'll see if there's any gold in this shit pile.
See, it's a little long. The load is a little bit long.
Drummer?
Yeah, boss man.
Kahn's picking up a short in the fusion coupling. She needs you to take a look.
Now? Is that necessary?
It is, if you want to put this wreck behind us.
I'm on it.
Hold on 1 second. Give me a second. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. I just got like really warm all of a sudden. I already turned my heater off, but I just got warm. Whew. Okay. Okay.
This is Drummer. Preparing to access the fusion coupling. Stand by. Maya, the volcano. You have to see this. Maya, is everything...
Okay, I have a feeling it's gonna be like mad loud, but let me just bring it down like a little bit. Again, everything's really loud in this game. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay.
Sabaka!
Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. Never mind. It's all good. I should remember that I have to do this. Okay.
Jamming the country pencil! Yeah! Yeah! Balata!
It's a lot of speaker blowout moments here. A little bit.
This is Drummer! Come in! What the fuck is going on? Someone respond! Cox.
Judas. Do 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 do. I know that song's in my head, but
we all know that. Death is part of the pact we make when we venture into the belt. Drummer was one tough bitch. With her past, I figured she would survive anything. But none of us is immune to the realities of life out here. I know Kamina Drummer. And she wouldn't want us wasting our oxygen on mourning. She'd tell us to get off our asses and get to work. That's the Drummer I know. She'd be looking ahead to the next score, the next burn.
That's right, boss man. I keep my eyes forward. But that makes it a lot harder to watch my back.
You think she thought of that little bar before kicking everything off here? Okay, let's see. Like she would think of that or walk over here. It was pretty quippy. Okay, let me just do your fucked.
It's over. You're fucked, Pampa.
How the hell did you...
Sabakawala tried to torch me. Lured me down to the thrusters, hit the engine. Play it off like it was an accident. I bet he was up in the bridge alone before coming down here, yeah?
So what? I was setting new coordinates. How was I supposed to know you were on the hull?
You expect this crew to believe I'm dumb enough to service the engine without any communication?
Now I understand. Y'all see what's happening? Drummer's making her move. I always wondered when she would.
Why did you do it? Was there something on that drive I found?
Can you believe this bullshit? You've been planning this since you first stepped on board this ship, haven't you? Mutinous bitch.
Or do he try to
I
kill
don't
me?
care what the rest
I don't
of
think it
them
really
think.
matters what you
Cap
do
tried to
here,
kill
and that's
me.
one of my beefs with the episode. It's like...
Darlin, Rayan. Take her down to the brig. She's
also,
gonna pay for
too,
this
we
traitorous
saw in the beginning, like, what you know what I mean? Like, they opened it with...
Do it!
Us taking him down, and then they're like 8 hours
Maybe
before.
he right, Drama. You can be pretty rough on your crew sometimes. But Beltalowda ain't nothing if we sell each other out to Inyas. Nah. I don't think so, Pampa.
Damn skinnies. I should have known. Everybody stay where you are. Stand back. This is still my ship.
Why don't you put that gun down, Captain? We're all crew here. We may be scavengers, but we're not criminals. We follow protocol. We solve disputes with words, not violence. That's how we keep our humanity. Give me the gun, Captain. It'll be okay.
She's gonna kill me.
No one is gonna kill you.
I won't be so sure about that.
Back off. I'm warning you all.
Captain, it'll be okay if you just...
Bullshit. Tell it to the skinnies, not me. You want to see what happens to you when they're in charge of this ship? Maybe we should tell them who you really are.
I do like that bit of a nod to the future. How's the new system for the game? Looks a lot better than the older titles. What do you mean, like the engine they did everything in, or?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's, obviously I speak to the engine itself since, like, that's like more of a like how you liked working in the game. But I mean, I think it looks and performs pretty well. Let's just say it's not your
Virgil,
fault.
this is not your fault, but we need you now.
What happened to do no harm, asshole?
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Good. I'll man the bridge while you sort out this shit show.
Just don't touch anything! I'll be right there! As soon as Dr. Dipshit here is finished.
I did everything for you, drummer. I could have turned you over to Dawes 100 times, but I didn't, because we made a deal.
Our deal is dead.
Oh, no. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare.
Take him to the airlock.
Oh, no! No, drummer! No, let me go! Drummer, no! Please, drummer, no! Ah!
See, I think opening the episode with, like, seeing where you end up is, like, kind of takes away from it a little bit, It's like, okay, we saw them, like, dragging him here.
Listen, come on!
Like, this is how the episode opened.
Listen to me, damn it. Drummer, listen to me. The coordinates on that data drive, they're for the MK core. You've never heard of it, that's exactly my point. Look, you were right, okay? I did try and take you out. I've heard how you ungrateful fucks all talk about me. Why should I let you cash in now? But really, I wanted the profits for myself. Because this score, drummer, this is the greatest score any scavenger has ever come across.
Okay. What do we refer to before? Oh, I think that's a That's a thing. That's a thing. You're not wrong.
Inside of a fucking airlock. Look, when you find what's at the other end of those coordinates, the whole system will be on your ass. You'll need me if you want any chance of unloading it. I'm a bastard, okay? I know. But I'm not crazy. Throw me in the brig. You'll be glad I'm still here when the time comes. Listen to me, damn it. Drummer, listen to me.
I mean, I feel like you can always kill him later, so that's why I'm gonna go. I don't think it matters what you pick.
Oh, fuck, drummer. Thank you. Thank you.
I feel like we gotta have him cuffed, though, at least. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Tie him up. What now?
Let the voice actor in a little bit more.
We've been locked. Cox forgot to hide our drive signature.
Hashang, of course he did.
Captain?
Captain Drummer, what are your orders? Captain Drummer, what are your orders?
That's the Expanse. I played this episode before, so you know that kind of is what it is. It's okay, like the game, right? I can't speak towards like the universe at large or anything like that, but I do think the game is fine. I wanted a little bit more intrigue and a little bit less archetypal personality types a little bit. I would like to see a little bit more of a gradient, I think, in how the characters like are. I actually did not watch the show, and I did not read the books. So that's all Veldar, excuse me, could speak to maybe like your perception of how, like, have you played episode 1? Like, are you going to play episode 1 of this game? Let me know what you're thinking for it. But, yeah, it has... Hey, do you think you'll play more? I don't know. I'm kind of curious as to how it's going to go. But I don't... Like, I wasn't in love with it. I'm curious to know, like, what actually people have been giving it. I'm going to do some clicks and some clacks. Where are people at right now? People are generally liking it. It's like at a 79 on Meta. Anyways, 2 a.m. here. I'm gonna go to sleep. No, that's totally fair. Yeah, it's all right. Like, I don't think it demands to be played, but it's not bad, but it doesn't stand out either. So it's kind of been a mix of things. Hey, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. But, oh, also, wait, yeah. Did that come through? That did come through, right? I'm not sure if I actually, yeah. Sorry, I'm like a little bit scatterbrained from the funky tech stuff of everything. So I kind of got to get things a little bit back together, but yeah, all right. Well, we are going to go ahead and switch things up real quick. Okay. I didn't hear an alert. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what was up with that. I saw it come in, but maybe it didn't. Oh, you know what? I had the desktop audio muted. That's why you guys didn't hear the alert. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and switch gears over to, where are we going at? We're going to Disney Illusion Island. Another game I previewed and was kind of like, okay. Give me a second here and I will switch it over. Yeah, in the meantime, you can enjoy the chair stream. I'll bring the chair back over here, take a little bit of a break. And yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a little bit of an intermission and then we will make our way back. And we'll have Disney Illusion Island. So I'll go and work and get that set up and make that happen. So in the meantime, hang tight as I wheel my chair back over here and take my break. So see you soon. Sorry. It's like hard to transition back sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the sub was accidental and on my part. Maybe I just emulated it because it didn't pop up on my it didn't pop up on my my dailies and stuff either. Though I could have sworn we got like a sub today. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. I guess not. I know that it's just my capture card being not here right now. So give me a second to move some things around. Okay, it should be coming up now. Let me also make sure the AC is on in my apartment, because it might not be. Oh, man. Okay, so much going on here. I'm not hearing a lot. Okay, I'm hearing some stuff. Give me a second. Also, oh my god, let me unplug this damn mouse. This game, so Ash, you know, thank you for coming through. What's up, Ash? Yeah, I don't know if I'll play more of The Expanse. We'll see. But, and Veldar, thank you for sticking around for the stream in the late hours of the night. Let's do a couple things here. Including changing the category. And I want to change the colors too of the stream. We had already set up what they could look like. So let me just grab those. The music's very grandiose. This game is so fascinating to me because I have gone every direction with this game. When I first, you know, actually, let me get this done first, and then we can set the scene a bit, because it has been a scene for sure. Okay, let's do this dark color for the card again. And then I think we could do... I think we gotta do the bright yellow for the status bar because of the vibes, you know? Such fun colors. I'm excited to see this Illusion Island game. Okay, which also a couple things. I was gonna do another coffee because I do a lot of coffee when I'm streaming, but I honestly wasn't in the mood, so I'm going with the Liquid Death. I already have a bottle of water with me, but whatever. I'm just gonna re-promote. I'm gonna re-promote the stream, and I have a lot of things to say about it, actually. You know what? I'll type it out as I tell you guys my thoughts on this, because it's good. I mean, it is just water in a can, so don't go in expecting, like, in that sense, it's a little overhyped because it's just water in a can. But I like it. I do think it tastes, like, nicer because it's in a can. And I love the aesthetic, the kind of, like, beer-ish aesthetic. I really like beer. And it just makes it feel... It feels... I think it's a little more cool than crisp. But it's nice. It's really nice. I really enjoy it. And maybe I'm just, like, a sucker for the marketing of it. And I'm okay admitting that, you know what I mean? No one's perfect. But I enjoy it. It's expensive, though, also. It's like... I forgot how much money it is, but it is a significant amount of money. Also, I got kind of scared because I'm like, was I tweeting from the min-max account, like my personal stuff on the min-max account? No, I was not. Okay, so I'm going to quote tweet my own tweet with some information on what's going on here, because I have so much to say about Disney Illusion Island. And what I'm writing is, I have gone back and okay, wait, hold on. Let me add Disney Illusion Island. time. Will I now like the game I hated at SGF? But also loved when I originally saw it. At the Disney, was it Games Showcase? Also, this game was provided by Disney. It has been so up and down for me. Okay. Disney Illusion on time. Will I now like the game I hated at SGF, but also loved when I originally saw it at the showcase? And I'm gonna say, let's go. Okay. And I'm gonna include my URL again. These are all things I feel like I could do without you guys, but sorry. Okay. So that's basically summing up my feelings with this game. I saw this game and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be awesome. I love it. It's a fucking platformer, and those who know me know that I love platformers to pieces. I always mention, like, I joke that, like, I'll play a bad platformer and love it. Like, any platformer is a good platformer. That kind of thing. I don't know why I got signed out of Twitch. That seems weird. Give me a second, y'all. I'm just signing back in. I don't know what is up with that. Why I was signed out, but weird. Okay. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Hey, Bacon, how's it going? Okay, back to the topic at hand. I feel like I'm a little scatterbrained today, I think, in some regards. But it's the end of the week, we're getting it together. Alright. Let me keep focused on this train of thought now. So, I saw this game at the Disney Game Showcase, and I was like, oh my god, yes, a platformer, a multiplayer platformer, let's fucking go. Then, I played it at SGF, and I hated it. I thought it was super boring, really easy, but then also, like, kind of just the bad parts of a Metroidvania where you can get lost, but, like, also the stuff isn't that enticing. I thought it was just so painfully boring, despite having some of the most fun, like, really fun world design and, like, art style. I was like, holy shit, this thing is boring as hell. Then now it's out, and honestly, like, I got code for it, and I was thinking, I'm like, I don't even think I want to play this game. I'm streaming it for you guys because I want to check it out again because, one, it's still one of the big releases of the week. Two, some people really like this game. For Metacritic, it is sitting around like a low 70s, which is like not the hottest thing in the streets, right? But like Tim Geddes was like, this is like the intro into Metroidvanias. Like he was like red hot on it. So I am curious to see, maybe I got the game in a weird context. Maybe it was like the spot I was at. I don't know. I just thought the conversation sort of brewing around Disney Illusion Island warrants at least one more look from me. So I'm going to give it that one more look. And y'all are going to join me on that look here today. So let's just see what's up with it and how it's going, Obviously, we're going to hit the settings, adjust the volume a little bit. Make sure it's actually moving it, because sometimes it just doesn't. Also, I think we can adjust the capture card a bit. To be a bit higher. Okay. We'll do 50? I think 50 is good. Text. Subtitle size. Let's do largest. Opacity. I think that's fine. Color. Yeah, it's good. Let me double check that the settings actually took. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Okay. So let's get into it. Let's get into this and see how... Oh, well, Janet liked Disney Illusion Island. Man, I feel like the Magic 8 Ball is going to say no, because I already don't like this game. But I'm like, let me give it another go. Let me give it another go. They said yawn, most likely. It seems like a game I would like. You know what I mean? Like, there isn't... I was shocked when I, like, played this, and I was like, I don't like this at all. Y'all already know I'm going to be goofy. I think also all the characters have the same moves, I believe. I might be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure that everyone has the same abilities. And then also you can change like the difficulty based on like a low risk experience, less challenging, a balanced challenge, more punishing challenge. Let's go with a balanced challenge. Garsh. Hey, Finneran, how's it going? How's it going? I like have to say I'm not much of a believer in this because I just can't imagine it hitting that different now. You know what I mean? I feel like I saw what I needed to see. But just like you can preview a game and be like, that was pretty good, and then you play it and you're like, this game kind of sucks. Maybe I could preview and be like, this kind of sucks, and then maybe I play it and I'm like, actually, no, I'm having a good time. I would love to be wrong.
Here we are.
Look how cute.
The perfect place for an island picnic.
He's so
Maybe I
cute.
read this map wrong.
But also, baby, where are the subtitles at that I just talked to you about? Excuse me. Hello.
Nope, this is it. Minnie! Oh boy, it's great to see ya.
It's wonderful to see you too.
I got the map you sent. Wait, what?
I didn't send that map. It doesn't even have coordinates or custom embossing.
Donald? You call this a picnic spot? Not exactly.
Where are the subtitles?
The
It's okay.
game's all here.
Goofy.
I sure am glad you sent this map, or I'd never found the place. It ain't on my GPS. Goofy positioning system.
Cute.
Hang on. We all got maps of this island, but we didn't send them to each other?
That's so strange.
It sure is. Why didn't we carpool?
The only thing worse than a bad picnic is no picnic.
Gosh, we gotta get to the bottom of.
Hey, Mr. Lee, thanks for the follow.
Or does everyone else hear that noise?
Sounds like mystical twinkling.
That is not a usual island sound. Let's go check it out.
The twinkling sounds coming from that direction. That direction. You mean the same direction these signs and special picnic images are pointing? Okay. That's right.
Gosh.
Does that mean we still get our picnic? That's the best case scenario. What's the worst case scenario? I'm not gonna do the voices actually. It's too much work. Follow me. Okay, let's go. Wait, what's the worst case? Okay, cool. Let's go. The jump's on. I'm playing on Switch. I think it's only on Switch, right? The jump is B. We got mailbox checkpoint. You can also hold it to jump a little higher. So this is a tap. I feel like the difference between a tap and a hold, it's okay, you can notice it. So if you look at the background, you can really see like a tap brings me like barely above that first hill and a hold brings me above the second one. But I think the thing is like usually when I'm tapping, I like tap kind of for a decent amount of time. Like this is my natural tap. So versus like a hold is not, I feel like it's mostly, like I mostly hold, like I don't really tap. Okay, jump over dangerous creatures. Bouncy things to gain more height. So the preview, this is like preview day basically, because I had previewed the Expanse as well, as I had talked about a bunch. The section I played was like further in. I don't know how much further in because it wasn't like this tutorial bit. So yeah, I don't know. We will see. I wanted this to be like Disney Rayman Legends, and it wasn't in my initial time, but like let's see like how things go, you know? The sound's coming from behind the shrubbery. Let's take a look.
Is it normal to see a bookcase in the middle of a jungle?
Well, sure. But making a strange twinkling sound? Oh, now that's weird.
Mickey, Minnie, Donald.
These are so cute, though. Oh, yay.
We are the...
Where are my subtitles? Oh my god, why do I have to enable them? Why would they not be automatically enabled? Okay. Don't worry about it. Let's not let this ruin our time. Okay.
Hawkins, and I am their leader.
This got really upset.
Oh, I'm Goofy.
Yes, I know. I just greeted you.
Well, I remember. Yep, good times.
Indeed. Can someone please help move this conversation forward?
Sure, Toku. So, are you the one who invited us here?
I am. I apologize for the misleading picnic invitations, but if I told you the truth, you might not have believed me.
So, there's no picnic?
Yes, that is what I meant by misleading.
Okay, I just wanted to know before I left my temper.
Don't calm down. Now let's hear what Mr. Toku has to say. My curiosity is perfectly piqued.
Thank you, Minnie. Well, we're in desperate need of your help. Our entire world is in danger. We need heroes to save us, and we all know about your adventures. Dueling with knights, swashbuckling as musketeers, and even contesting giants high atop a beanstalk. I mean, wow.
Gosh, we have done heroic things.
Those things were pretend. This isn't.
Well, sure, but don't you want to be real heroes for a change?
No.
Well, I think if others are in need, we should help them. And if that makes us heroes, then let's be heroes.
Reason 4,897 why I love you, Minnie.
Say, what are we whispering about?
Oh.
Tell us what you need, Toku. We'll help however we can.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, you know, I cannot tell you how relieved I am. Now, you see this magnificent yet empty bookcase? Normally, it holds 3
the structure of the game.
Powerful magical books
Yep,
that contain all
I
the
see the
wisdom
structure
our
of the
lands.
game.
Now, as long as the books are in place upon these shelves, prosperity reigns for the people of Monarch.
Hang on, the books are gone.
Yes, I know.
What happens when the books aren't on the shelf?
Oh, great calamity will befall our world, and 1,000 evils will rain down untold suffering and misery.
That's it. For me, that's a Tuesday.
Gosh, what happened to the tomes?
Evil thieves from the 3 biomes of Monoth have stolen them, selfishly using the magic of the tomes to further their own desires at the expense of the world. We tried to stop them from taking the books, but...
You are too small and weak?
I was just going to say that we failed, but yes, yeah, we were too weak. Too weak.
The writing's cute.
And small, yes. Both of those things.
It kind of reminds me, actually, like,
weak, all right?
tonally, and also having just this style of art and everything. It kind of reminds me of, what is it called? That Disney, oh my god, not Disney. The DC Justice League, the little Justice League game I played. I'm going to try to look it up. If you guys can remember the name of it, let me know. I streamed it, like, many weeks ago.
The point is, we need help from outside heroes. And you four, well, your exploits are famous. Your bravery legendary. And to put it simply, you're just what we need. What our world needs. What do you say?
Sure.
Of course.
You betcha.
Donald?
Justice League Cosmic Chaos was the name of the game.
We can reward you handsomely.
Because I'm a hero, that's why.
We'll do it, Toku.
Oh, wonderful. You must travel to the 3 biomes of Monarch and retrieve the tomes of knowledge. But be prepared. It will not be easy. The thieves will not readily part with the books, but I will teach you some magic words that will help.
Words are the most powerful weapon, you know.
These words, when spoken aloud, create a sequence that will trap the thieves. It's better than any cannon, and there's no messy cleanup.
So it's like a magic spell?
Yes! Just utter these words. TBD, 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 TBD.
TBD.
It's cute.
TBD. TBD. TBD.
Wait, are those placeholder words or the actual words?
Yes.
And we can use the spell on anybody?
No, just the thieves.
That seems suspiciously arbitrary.
Yeah, much in life does.
Okay, so all we gotta do is find the thieves and use the words to trap them.
Yes, but it will only work when they're dazed.
There certainly are a lot of rules.
Such is the nature of magic.
I still want a banana.
Oh, I've got a question. Where's the picnic?
No, that was a ruse.
Oh, what?
No, a ploy, a sham, a deception.
Oh, are there sandwiches?
There is no...
It's okay. We'll explain. Don't you worry, Toku. We won't let you down.
Oh, thank you. All of you.
Toku, where can we find the tomes?
I do not have the exact locations.
What a shock.
But we believe each thief can be located within a different part of Monoth. I suggest you travel to Terrarium Town within Pavonia, the biome to the west. This is the last known sighting of one of the tomes. I've marked the location on these mobile communication devices. Just check the Toku app.
Thanks, Toku. Come on, everybody. Let's go find the first tome and be heroes!
That seemed to go well.
This is why we need help.
We go through the forgotten farmlands on the other side of this gap. Jump looks pretty far. I can make it. Watch. No, you okay? Cute. That's a cute little introduction to falling. Let's look around the island for something to help us cross this gap. If nothing else, it will be an adventure. Some places you can't get to yet. Find new items to help you progress. Yeah, mobile and phone, that's part of the game. Yeah. You got a glimpse. Use glimpse to gain extra hearts and unlock gallery rewards. So they're like kind of like currency then, basically. It's a little weird how it's like all of them, and then it's like if you're just playing as Goofy though, it's like you just go on your own. Yes, it is definitely Baby's First Metroidvania. It is a Metroidvania. They call it like a Mickey-vania or a Mouse-vania or something. And the thing that some places you can't get to yet, find new items to help you progress. Okay, is that your way of saying I shouldn't be going in this direction? Well, there's this guy here, so I guess I'll show up. Yeah, but it's like, it's, maybe I can't make it though, because I can't make it to this jump. It still feels pretty, you know, dull to me. Again, we're only a few minutes in, but like, your jump is your jump. Kind of thing. Okay, here's a spot to be at, I guess. Yo, hello. It's a bit of like a, I don't know, like a, it doesn't really feel like you're jumping, but like floating up, like almost like the jump feels like, you know, when you jump in a game and it's like zero gravity, like you're in a zero gravity world. It kind of feels like that a little bit, like the way you go up and come down. Oh, hello, sorry, I'll be right with you. I get a little lost, tinker in my own world. Can I help you with something? We're trying to get across to Pavonia. Do you know if there's a way? Yeah, why yes, I have just the tools for the task. Great, thanks. What's the point of a wonderful workshop if not to help those in need? Yeah, it feels a little floaty. Oh yes, these will work splendidly. Sora, this is interesting. Sora versus like the jumps here. Sora doesn't really feel floaty to me. I mean, I get like why people describe his jump as floaty. It just feels like imprecise and like it almost feels clunky to me. I feel like float has a implication of a level of grace, like how Little Big Planet has a floaty jump. Like floaty doesn't have to be bad. Like Little Big Planet's jumps are floaty. Sora I wouldn't describe as a floaty jump just simply because it lacks grace. It's really more of a it's like it's imprecise is the thing, and The only good thing about the imprecision is like sometimes they give you a little bit more grace because they know that the jump isn't good enough to like make it a precise platformer, you know? Now then, for my new friend with the distinctive ears, a shiny short burst jetpack. Oh boy, a jetpack. Okay, so they all have maybe like different little things going on, or like different, at least cosmetics. A flail, yes. I guess it's a sweater or a shirt. Yep. Okay. For you, a spicy pepper. Hell yeah. It's a propellant, not an edible one. What do I get? Oh yes, the sailor. You have. You forgot me, didn't you? Not at all. There's a rather rickety repeating rocket. Don't rockets usually explode? Now, all of you, please enjoy his inventions. They should help you navigate the treacherous terrain of Monoth. Also, let me know how the volume is, y'all. Thank you for your help, but you can call me Maisie. Thanks, Maisie. You're welcome, and farewell, my new friends. Well, he sure was nice. You said now, let's head over to Pavonia and find Terrarium Town. He never answered my exploding rocket question. Boost jump. So it's like, this is you getting your... It really is Baby's first Metroidvania. The boost jump is nice. I love being able to jump a little bit further across anything, if I'm being honest. Oh, let's see if we can talk to this guy or what. What the fuck? We can talk to him? That's bullshit, but okay, whatever. Also I think the lack of, which maybe you get it later, but the lack of ledge grab here is a bit like meh. It kind of, structurally, it kind of looks, game audio is a touch low. We can go a little bit higher. All right, I went like a little bit higher. Let me know what y'all are thinking. That I just did via the capture card. Now that we got a way to boost our jumps, let's head back to that gap. Where was it again? Let's open the map and have a look. Okay. I know I made his voice like that. Yeah, and the map is very, like... I forgot what map this reminds me of. I mean, it's like a lot of Metroidvania maps like this, but I guess kind of just like Metroid in terms of like... It's also pretty minimalistic, too. The arrow must be where we are now. I don't know if they'll add more... iconography. Can't we just go home? No, I promised to help. Fine. So yeah, I didn't do like this kind of tutorialization before, but also like... Alright, so this is the game audio now. I can bring it up a bit more as well. And then I can also bring it up in the settings because I lowered the settings quite a bit. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah, so like structurally... Yeah, Metroid Dread definitely is a map that comes to mind for this. Yeah, like I feel like I'm just walking around. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And we're early, but it's like, what really am I doing? It's a very go through the motions. The game strikes me as a very go through the motions kind of thing. But where the motions aren't like that. Okay, view quests. Can I go up on the thing? Yo, what's up, Dr. Mono? How's it going? From the path up to Terrarium Town or whatever. Okay, so then, okay, now they added a little bit more. So these are like little save points. A path up. So like, can they show me like where stuff is? Is it up here then? Because I'm just going backwards now, right? Like this would be wrong. Find the path up to Terrarium Town. Can I look at like... Wait, where's like the... Oh, it's... Oh, it's all the way over here. Can I zoom out? This is the most zoomed out I can be. So I guess it is to the left. Okay. All right, well, let's keep rocking it left then. Also, no tension. Yeah, it's like... I mean, there's these guys. But even that, like, I don't know if you get attacks later on. See, I'm sure I'm going to break through this later. I think, too, I'm a little bit, Deep Roots to the library. I guess we'll just go to the Deep Roots. I don't remember if they said that, like, I should be at the library or not. I kind of don't like when I can very clearly see what ability I'm going to get. You know what I mean? Like that's a little bit, takes a little bit of the fun out of it for me. Okay, here we go. I guess we just keep going to the deep roots. Like, I don't know. I'm a little bit suspicious on if this is the right direction. I mean, this is where Terrarium Town is, so I imagine this is the way. Just seems like a lot to, like, travel. Like, there's not a lot happening in between things right now. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like a lot of dead time. I guess to the overgrown farmlands. Some places you can't go without finding a lead, kinda. Find a way to travel higher. Okay. I think too, like I feel kind of bad because I don't want y'all to think like I played this game to drag it specifically, because that's not necessarily why. That's not like why I played the game, right? But I want to like look at this game a little bit deeper because again, preview session at SGF, it's like, look, me and Leo sat down for like 5-10 minutes in the middle of a busy floor to play this game. Again, what do I always talk about with games, whether I like them or not? I am here for analysis, conversation, and all that good stuff. I think one of my issues with this game is, and I know some people might say, oh, it's a kids game, you know, I just want to toss the kids game thing aside because I think that's just a silly reason for like why a game might not be as exciting as it could be or interesting as it could be. Especially when it's not literally a kid. Like if it was just, you know, like, I don't know, how to read the alphabet or something like that. You know, there are games that are quite literally developmentally for only to be enjoyed by a young age, you know? This was previewed at an event for adults. You know what I mean? Like this is just a regular video game that is kid friendly and I think is geared towards families. But my thing with this is I feel like, at least currently, and maybe it's because they're just onboarding us now, but I feel like the way that it's going about Metroidvania is very like everywhere is like come back here, and I don't know. I feel like what I like about a lot of Metroidvanias and what I like about Metroid Dread, because I actually wasn't big on using the maps. I'm actually pretty bad at using maps, you know, most of the time. There are doors throughout Monoth. And they need keys. Yes, okay. Is I like when a game feels like it is by design naturally kind of progressing me towards where I need to go. Like you can kind of just send stuff out. Get a full set to unlock the door. So I think I need 2 more keys, right? Okay. And I don't feel that in this, and in my preview time I didn't feel it in this. But let's keep on trucking. Again, I actually really love this genre, so maybe something in here will click enough to get me a little bit more excited than I currently am. Yo, this game is fire. Have you played this game? Are you like currently playing? Are you playing by yourself? Give me all the details, Nathan. Let me know what you're feeling and how you're living out there, because I am not into it, which is really surprising to me on the whole. I did want to play it today and give it another go after my preview at SGF, because a good amount of people were like, oh no, this hits. Oh, Janet, is this game fire? No, right now it sucks. I don't like this game at all, and I'm trying to see what other people are seeing and wondering like, God, do for me what you've done for others. You know what I mean? Like, I want this to work. So far, no, it's not fire. I mean, I think you can kind of get a sense of things from watching me play. Definitely curious in the chat. Let me know if you have played this game yet. It came out, I believe it came out today, actually. Let me check now, because I'm curious. Disney Illusion Island. It came out, yeah, today. It came out today. It's at like low 70s on Metacritic, so that's kind of the critic consensus. But within that, again, there's a lot of varying opinions as well. So some people really like this game. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I wrote it off too quickly. So I'm kind of playing for y'all now to kind of take a deeper look at what this game has to offer and to potentially find the secret sauce that maybe was lost on me. So interesting thing too is when you die, you go back to the mailbox as like a little letter. So I have it set to 2 hearts. That's meant to be like a challenging experience kind of thing. I will say I was pretty tickled by this little enemy here because I was not expecting that at all. And I've kind of been on autopilot here. It hasn't been a very, you know, challenging experience. So I think, you know, with my comparison to Runbow, it has the sort of, you're a fairly small character in this world and you're kind of just going. I think the thing with Runbow is it's such a game about speed and pacing, and that's kind of what's keeping your attention, not so much like the inherent obstacles themselves. I think in this game, you move so slowly, you're kind of just gliding along with not a lot of enemies, not a lot of things to engage with, that kind of is what makes me feel like it's boring a bit. I do like the little animation of opening these doors. Have there been any points of no return yet? Like in this game? Like if you enter here, you can't go back? No. Let me know though what you mean by that. Because I want to make sure I'm answering your question. Or do you mean like figuratively or something? You know what I mean? Like I just want to get a better sense of what you're asking here. Okay, so now... So we're looking for something, finding a way to travel higher. And I guess the way to travel higher is going to be any heartless biomes. Heartless biomes. No, not in my brief time so far. I've only been playing this for, I guess actually a while. Maybe like half an hour or so. It's tough for me to know exactly when I started back playing. Maybe like, well, actually, you know what? I tweeted out when I started this version. That would be cool, though. Around when I started playing, so I can give you guys how long I've been going so far with this game specifically. Yeah, like a little bit under half an hour. 31 minutes ago, I tweeted out like, y'all, I'm gonna give it another go. Okay, well, this already said just to go down, so let's just see a way to go down. It does not let you do a little drop through. I mean, this wall is the floor is pretty thick, so. Wait, another thing, again, I don't want to keep saying another thing I don't like about it, but like, genuinely, I mean, these are just like my thoughts on the game. Well, I mentioned this kind of already. Like, I hope I get a way to attack enemies, because I personally really, unless it's a very, you know, there's all different types of platformers, right? Unless you're a platformer that's about speed and challenge in that way, I want a way to attack enemies. I think there are a lot of platformers that I can think of, you can tell you're gonna get a watch on here, that are really fun without having you be attacking. Like, Super Meat Boy is like the example, right, that comes to mind. And you have like ways to kind of fight things, but not like direct attacks. So I think there can be a place for a non-directly combative platformer, but what you need is you need something drawing you in, right? And like my question with this game is like, what is the point of playing it? Like, what is exciting about it? What's the shining star? I don't think it can just be we're Disney characters. Like, I don't think that is enough. And sure, there's things I can compliment about this game. I think the art style and the art direction is really creative, really eye-catching. I think the writing is cute and funny. So it's not like there isn't anything appealing, but at the end of the day, this is a multiplayer platformer, so like there needs to be something within that platforming experience that's compelling. Otherwise, it is just something to do. I hate that. I hate that a lot. I love this animation, though. Look how cute that was, a little sandwich to the heart. Might be worth adding a timer to the screen. To the screen restarting for each game when you do a best of. Yeah, that could be good for sure. Let me write that down so I can remember. I have a little, it's like a very disorganized note, but of ideas that I've either had while talking to y'all or that y'all have given me. Yeah, almost like a little game clock would be cool. And again, I don't think this game necessarily, I need to be killing things for this to be a good game. I'm just wondering, and you know, Tim's one of the people that I thought of when I sat down and decided to play this for this stream, because I'm like, you know what, let me give it another go, see what Timothy sees, you know, let me see the world through his eyes. And granted, I'm only gonna play for like an hour or two, so that might just not be enough time to see what makes this game special. But then there's also that old argument too of like, how long do I need to give a game for it to show me that it has the sauce? So my understanding of the interactions, and anyone else who knows, whether it's through other people's content, other people's reviews, or through your own playtime, feel free to discuss. But there's a couple things that you can do with other players. One of them is you can, like, yes, there is a thing where you can jump off each other, but only, like, the jump's a little hard to do, and it's very mild of a boost, at least earlier in the game. I don't know what powers you get in this. And then another thing is you can heal each other. So you heal by hugging each other. There's a hug mechanic, which is very, very cute. You can also help other players, like, get to where you're at. So if I was playing with someone else, I could drop down, and I don't know if you have this out of the gate or not, but you can, like, at one point in the game, you can drop a little string and have them, like, just come up this string. So, like, let's say if you do have a hard time getting up there or just faster, it's like, oh, cool, don't worry about it. I got you. Head up this way, kind of thing. So that's been the interactions that I've had so far. Again, I played this game with Leo Vader at Summer Game Fest. Oh, I feel like I, like, inhaled the water in a weird way. Oh, God. Oh, that was a close call. So I need, like, a lot of keys. I don't have, like, anything for fucking keys right now. I need to find 3 keys. I will say, like, me and Leo played this, and, like, at one point we, like, could not find, for the life of us, the fucking keys we needed, and, like, we just had to have someone help us because we, like, couldn't do it. So, you know, I guess in that sense there's challenges. Like, I was challenged by that aspect of the game. But I don't think that's enough to create the intrigue that I'm kind of looking for in it. Also, yeah, what's up, Stretch? Sorry, I forgot to acknowledge that you came here. What is up? Happy Friday to you, too. It seems that there'll be a way to, like, maybe, like, get the keys out of these, like, little liquidy things, too, or something. They look like they have... Actually, they might not have keys in them. They probably just have circular iconography. Alright, so here we got a little something. A little movement happening. What's up, RAR? DK64. RADK64. How's it going? Thanks for the follow. I also am not... I've gotten used to it now that I'm sitting so close to the screen. I don't mind. But I do feel like your character and the enemies are, like, really small compared to the world. But it doesn't feel like you're tiny either. Like... It doesn't feel like a world. Also, this is definitely a companion cube. It doesn't feel like you're a small character in a big world. It just feels like the proportions are a little bit odd, in my opinion. Oh, I guess I can grab that. And that gives a heart to everybody, but obviously I'm just playing by myself, so that just is what it is. Alright. Oh snap, it's companion cube, or was. Yeah, it definitely had, like, companion cube energy 3000%. Like, I refuse to believe that well, here's the thing. It's a box with a heart on it. I guess I could believe that someone could make that without seeing Portal, right? But, like, yeah, it's a companion cube. It's a legally distinct companion cube. I imagine they made the characters smaller because of how they want to comment the multiplayer. Yeah, I get... Well, sorry, I was, like, stuck to the desk for a second. That definitely could be part of it. And I think there are times where it doesn't feel too small. Like, right now, I'm pretty zoomed in. But then when it kind of, like, goes back, it's a bit much. The acquaintance prism, exactly, Omagilux. What is good? For what it's worth, Isaiah did say he was down to play this with me if I liked it, but I'm like, I don't think it's gonna end up turning around for me, and so far it hasn't, but I'll be interested to see if, well, we're working our way towards our next power now. Let's see if we can get these little dots here. The sound design's a little bit gross, which is a little surprising. It's got like a slurm, slime sound to these guys walking across. Yeah, I think the thing for me is like it's a little bit slow for not having like other stuff going on. I also kind of feel at least in this early world design, it kind of feels like yeah, it's a squelch, if you will, exactly. It kind of feels like everything looks beautiful, but I just feel like a bunch of assets are kind of thrown at me. Like, it's hard to describe, but I just kind of, I don't know how else to explain that. It feels very, I don't know, repetitive, I guess. And I know it's the same world, but even within this, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of like visual diversity within the areas. Yeah, it kind of feels like, you know how like in Mario Maker you have like a set number of assets, but granted you can like do a lot of creative shit with it. But it feels like, what if it wasn't as creative? Which I know sounds mean, but like that's just my genuine feeling about it. I wonder if I just really hold, if I could kind of yeet myself up here. Probably not. I don't think I can get the height. And this is going to be where my wall jump is, but not yet. Copy and paste. Right. Cut and paste would be rough. So we got to go to the right. Well, also, we have to find these keys, though. Wait, no, I have the keys. Okay. Well, we looped back around pretty nicely. It's this way, and then... Oh, fuck, I'm kind of mad I didn't get that one little orb thing. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty, then. What up? Hey, Mr. Hawks, how's it going? How is it going? How are you doing? What is up? Yeah, it's kind of, you know, but like, some days are like this. I will say definitely between the two, Telltale's Expanse way better than Disney Illusion Island so far. And it's not because the Expanse is fire either. The Expanse is fine. This is like, to me, this is like, this game feels okay. Like, it is okay. Ninwa, thanks for the follow. Maisie, so excited to see you again. Okay, so I'm guessing Maisie is like the guardian of the powers, you know? Good. Trying to figure out what to stream next. How's the game so far? I saw Tim loved it. I really don't like this game. I'm not shocked that I don't like it though, because I did preview it at SGF and I hated it there. But I'm checking it out. I'm not a fan of the show, unfortunately, Nathan, so I can't speak to the show versus the game. But it was solid. It was solid. I'm not ready to be like yes, but I'm also not ready to be like no. That's another game that kind of got, actually I think it's in the high 70s on Metacritic, if that means anything to you, you know? A little surprising, we just saw you back at the library. Yeah, you did. Strange, isn't it? Oh, like, well, you just come. Okay, anyway, what can I help do you for? We gotta reach the other place or whatever, right? But, like, help me out. Yeah, so all these abilities are the same ability, but they have, like, different cosmetic flares to them based on the characters, which is cute. I also like the idea of, like, I made this for you, I made this for you. Like, that's cute. The problem's not jumping. It's your ability to cling. Ah, okay.
Oh. Haha. Oh, boy.
I get the point.
Mm-hmm.
A professional climber with the polka dot personality. A professional climbing tool. Certainly spot on. I don't think it's ledge grab, I think it's wall jump. For the gents with the green hat, the best way to serve a situation is a giant fork. Oh, my tummy's rumbling already. He loves food. Yeah, for what's it streaming? What are you normally streaming, Mr. Hawks? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, I guess it depends on if you have a theme or not. If it's just, like, what you feel like playing, like, you know, chase your bliss. The visuals are a bit creepier than I was expecting. Oh, it's like a Maisie? Maisie's a little scary. I could see some kids being afraid of Maisie. Maisie has a lot of teeth, is the thing. I also like that Donald has, like, all the whack, like, visuals, or, like, the dangerous or gross things. What a great pal. Always there just when you need, a plunger. Phooey. Yep, wall jump. Wall jump. Yeah, maybe it's just a slow start game. That is a technical possibility. I've been playing Final Fantasy, but I got the platinum. Leaning towards Kingdom Hearts 3 after watching you start 1. Yeah, why not? Why not? Sounds like it'd be a fun one to go through. I was hoping I could, like, wall jump my way over there. Let's go. All right. Okay, so now we go down to the left. Are you usually a fan of Metroidvanias, or is the license here now? So Metroidvania for me is complicated because there's so many. I think I have been a fan of Metroidvanias. I'm not necessarily like, oh my god, another Metroidvania, fuck yeah, you know? But I'm also not like, oh, it's a Metroidvania, no thanks. But I think I'm closer to no thanks than fuck yeah, if I'm being honest. Metroidvanias that I fuck with, of course, motherfucking Metroid, the Metroidvania. Ori and the Blind Forest / Will-o-the-Wisps, even though I didn't finish Will-o-the-Wisps. Trying to think of some other ones that come to mind. Feel free to shout out the ones that you think I might. I mean, I've played like, well, I guess they're kind of like a combination of them in a sense, but like, you know, Castlevania games. It's been a long time since I played a Castlevania game though. Now, name other Metroidvanias that y'all be fucking with. Hollow Knight I haven't played, but because it's too hard. Like the combat is really hard. Like I started a little bit and I fell off of it. Control. I don't think of Control as a Metroidvania. Do people categorize it as one? I love Control. High on Life I didn't like, but it's not because it's a Metroidvania. It's because it's kind of like dull. It's a little like run of the mill. Like it's not again. That's not a bad game, but it's like, I mean, I guess it's inoffensive, but it's inoffensive because it doesn't actually say anything. Despite actually, it's probably trying to be offensive in some sense with the humor. But you know, and this is like what this game is like to me. It's plain. It feels. This is like an unseasoned game for me. Guacamelee, I am mixed on Guacamelee. I liked the first one, I think. There was one of them that I didn't like as much. Like, I think I liked the first one a lot, and I feel like it's either like, was there two? X and Verge I just haven't played. X and Verge is basically Metroid, so at that point. So yeah, I mean, I think there's enough. I don't dislike this because of Metroidvania. I dislike it because it's boring. But I will say to Kenny, you have a G's point. Seems like a calm platformer, and it definitely is. It is calm. Like I cannot imagine someone being stressed over playing this, and that's not to be like a try-hard fucking flex gamer, but I feel like it is pretty just inherently chill. Like what you're doing is chill, and they also do provide a lot of additional supports for either gaining like an extra heart or having like infinite hearts, basically. I'd sub 10 times to watch Bloodstained get platted. Oh man, that I don't think that I can offer, unfortunately. But I hope you sub 10 times at some point anyway, despite me not promising to platinum Bloodstained. Yeah, I imagine that's a platinum I just wouldn't be interested in getting, even if I liked the game and like was good at it even, you know? And again, maybe this starts to really sing once you get like kind of more abilities and things, but because it goes so slow and so much is like just empty space, it just kind of feels like, all right, it's not bad, but it's just okay. As far as the IP, I like Disney stuff. I'm not in love with Disney. I'm not like tatted with Disney. I wouldn't say I'm a Disney adult, but I do like Disney things, you know? Goofy's really cool. If you've watched my Kingdom Hearts stream, you know I fuck with Goofy heavy. You know, I have, what else? Like, I like going to the parks. Like, I watch Disney stuff in general. I like Marvel. Like, I have the ears when I go to the parks. Like, Disney's cool. Like, Disney's got some fire stuff. And I think these characters are really, really great. Accomplishment unlocked. The more you play Kingdom Hearts, the more you'll hate Donald. Yeah, well, Donald's always like kind of an asshole. It's like Sori's thing though, right? Jay Wick, what's good? Let's see, am I like fucking up? Where am I supposed to go? I have to go up, okay. Yeah, for me, maybe some people are different, but Metroidvania is never like a hard no for me necessarily, because there's so many like good and bad Metroidvanias. Like it's really just a style of like creating progression. I do think it's a little, it's done a lot, and sometimes it's done a little bit like ham-fistedly. Like I do feel like this is a little like, I don't know. It feels a little, not forced, because obviously, like, well, of course you're forcing the design because you designed it, but, like, I don't like when it's, like, in my face about it as much. Like, oh, like, hey, I'm a Metroidvania. You can't go there yet. And I'm like, I know, but, like, did you have to yell it in my face? Like, the Bidoof hat. Kay says, was thinking about getting this for my kid, but the Metroidvania stuff is, I feel like only a few devs know how to make a good Metroidvania. How old is your kid? Or what general age range are they in? Is your concern that they'll get lost a lot? Is your concern they won't enjoy it? I mean, I don't have a kid, but also though, if you're, so I don't want to mess up this plug. But Patrick Klepek, which I feel like you probably already know about his shit, like he's doing like this newsletter thing that's like parent kind of centric, like parent gaming centric. I'm trying to find like his most recent plug of it. He has a Substack called Crossplay, and it's loading slowly for me. And yeah, I can't like open it because I haven't like logged into it, but it's the intersection of parenting and video games, and he actually interviewed the team about this game specifically. They probably won't enjoy it. Do you think it's because it'll be too hard, or because it's too boring? Yeah, so I don't know, that could be like enjoyable to check out. I haven't actually like read like through it because I'm not currently interested at in the intersection of parenting and video games personally, even though I fuck with his writing and stuff. But that could be cool to just check out, like, for future references, or just as part of, like, maybe you're more interested in those kinds of, like, conversations. Like, I feel like if I was a parent, I would be, like, into that, but, like, I'm not, so I'm like, okay, I'll get to that, like, later. A little of both. Yeah, I mean, obviously you know them more than I do. With games, it's always so, like, dependent on the person. I don't think they'd get lost, though. I feel like 6 to 12, like, as long as you can read, I think you'll be fine. I do think you need to know how to read, though, to play this game. At least it'll be, well, need is strong, because if you have a really good sense of, like, feeling out a game, you don't need to read, because, like, I don't need them to tell me, well, I mean, if you're a kid, you know what I mean? Like, you could just do this, like, if you made this in, if you put this into Japanese, like, I can't read Japanese, I'd be able to still play it. But if you're worried about getting lost, like, I feel like sometimes the on-screen text, it's like, here's how to do this or how to do things. But it's not very hard. So I feel like if you can just generally play stuff, you'll be able to figure it out. Because, yeah, it's not like it's a text-heavy game. Like, that's not, I didn't mean to imply that, Mr. Hawks. Like, you don't have to, like, read through all this stuff to, like, play it. But I think that stuff is a little bit of a backup. I will say the map is very simplistic. Like, it's a very... I'm just gonna skip this dialogue, actually, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna go through this. Cute, a map piece. I like this piece of bread. Like, the map is very minimalistic and simplistic, so it's like, okay, cool. You could just sense that out and have it be fine. Okay. Hopefully me not listening to that doesn't come back to bite me. I'll save it just in case. Because I was not listening to him. I just did not want to. I'm like, look, I'm good. I'm good. That's cool. That's probably the coolest thing I've done, like a double kind of latch. I do think wall jump's probably one of the most satisfying things you can do in a platformer. That's a little something extra, you know? It's a little bit, the double jumps are really good too. But the double jump so often, I'm double jumping just too often. When the heck did this come out? This came out today, actually. It is, I believe, a Switch exclusive. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong on that. I kind of want to look now, because now I'm not sure. I think it's only on Switch. Let's see. Disney Illusion Island. Yeah, it's a Switch exclusive. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. I gotta look up the How Long to Beat too. Because again, platformer is my jam. Maybe there's a world I finish this even with it not being that long, but I just feel like I could just have more fun with that time playing a different game of the same genre kind of thing. I will say, you know, run smooth. It's nice and responsive. All right, more keys. Some really cute animations and things. Yeah, the art and the style absolutely carries for this game. Like that's the thing that really popped for me when I first saw it. See if this is like a little hidden area. Nice. Not gonna lie, that's satisfying. That's how I feel about a lot of platformers. They work but seem to be missing something. 6 hours, bitch. That's just short enough that I might have to beat it. Looking forward to the new Mario game. Oh my god, me too. That is actually very short. So I kind of do feel like I just need to do it at that point. I think it's drop in, drop out co-op. So maybe I have I was seeing if I could like kill that or something. Maybe I have Isaiah join me and we just kind of like knock it out. Oh yeah, I have to find the keys is the thing. So there's obviously some shit going on there. TBD on that. They wouldn't make it so I'd get trapped, so I guess we'll just look around. We need 3 keys. Oh damn. No, I died. Whew. When I was a kid, I learned patience from playing Battletoads. Not anything I read in the Bible. I say let the kids play Metroid. Oh my god. Metroid really is really hard. Let reward ready. Oh, we have like little rewards that we can have. Here's a key. Or I gotta go back though and like, yep. Oh right. Yeah, that's exactly what I said when I saw it as well. Damn. They're really shooting out here, huh? This is probably one of the more interestingly designed rooms that I've come across. Which, on a positive note, does imply that they're like moving in an upward trajectory in terms of creativity in the level design. That could create something pretty dope for like later, but okay, so we got like one over here. Maybe we go back down to the left, or did I like kind of come from there? Like, it's cute that they have like little Mickeys here. Oh no! Luckily, this is my save point right here. Alright. Does this block anything? Like this little... I'm gonna have to charge my Switch for once. I never play it, but I'm in for this. Yeah, let me know what you think if you do end up playing it. Don't let me be the sole decision maker of your life. I'm not even the sole decision maker of my life. That's too much fucking pressure. Okay, hold on. Okay. At least I'm finding these keys because I was a little bit worried, I'm not gonna lie, that like I would not be finding these keys. Fuck, I hate when they have shit like that. It's like a classic Metroidvania problem. Color in the map if I was there, okay? Why do I have to like color this little corner? I guess I'm not there. Maybe on the other side? I don't know. Yeah, Tim loved it. That's it's. I don't want to keep bringing. Well, when I say this, I don't mean you guys can't bring up Tim's review because obviously, like, you know, it's fine. By me saying I don't want to keep bringing up Tim's review is like I don't want to make it seem like I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like I was really surprised by that, and I'm like, well, really is a little dramatic, but I was a little surprised at least in that like, oh, he really loved this game that like I really didn't like, and we have, you know, kind of similar tastes in platformers too. So I'm like, you know what? Let me give it another go. Let me see how it is. No, you can say fine. Yeah, you know what? Fuck Tim. No, I'm just kidding. Tim's fine, but yeah, I have not. My opinion has not really changed on this game based on my preview time with it. But it is pretty short. Yeah, after I'm kind of like, again, because I'm fucking sick, you know, like I love just like talking about this shit more than playing it. Like if I beat it, I definitely will go back and like listen to the full episode and be like, or like his, you know, his full stuff and be like, yo, what's up? Like I want to at least like know what like your vibe was, you know what I mean? But yeah, so far I don't think I can go to this side, so I'll go up maybe. It's like what it was before, which is like, it's very, very chill. But in its, oh god, in its chillness, I feel like it is a little dull. It is the only platformer that makes me a little bit sleepy. On the flip side, and maybe that's really exciting to you. You know, maybe you're like, oh my god, no, I would love something that's just chill. Also, too, not to be like a snob, but I'm also really good at platformers. I've played a lot of different styles of platformers, though. I don't think you need to make a challenging game to make a good platformer at all. Most of the platformers I like are not challenging. Damn. I say as I die. I could give myself the extra heart, and maybe I just should, because, like... But I do think it's a little interesting to see, like, you know, what does the challenge of this look like? This is, like, me playing on, like, somewhat challenge mode. Favorite platformer? I mean, it probably have to be one of the Mario ones. I'm like, I don't want to say Mario 64 because it's like, that's got its own kind of like couple problems here and there. Whoop. Let me think. Favorite platformer? I guess like for favorite, it probably would be Jak and Daxter, I guess. For like, one I love the most, it's Jak and Daxter because that's my favorite game. But for favorite platformer, more like in a one I think is like the best. Celeste is pretty high up there, if I'm being honest. I think it's like, it might just be the perfect marriage of challenge, story and music, ever made in the genre. It's really hard to imagine something that nails almost like any of those things as well as Celeste did. Yeah, it was really a masterclass in so many facets of design. All combined with the fact that they also allow you to play it if you're not like a fucking platforming savant, you know? Like you can adjust that and that's the thing I always say about difficulty is difficulty is about something being hard, and what's hard for me isn't necessarily going to be hard for you. And what's hard for you isn't necessarily going to be hard for me. So, like, I always hated when people would say, like, oh, well, this game's meant to be challenging. Like, we can't let it be easier because it's meant to be hard. And it's like, just because if I make Celeste a little bit easier, if I slow down the game to, like, you know, 89% instead of 100, I could still have just as hard of a time playing that as, like, Isaiah playing it at, like, default settings. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need it to be the same kind of hard to be hard at all. Can I see how many keys I have? Is there like a place in the UI for that at all? Because I think I might have all of them now, but I don't know. I guess we'll just have to go back and check, because I just do not remember. And either way, I guess I'd have to go back, so. I wish I could, can I mark on the map? Oh, that would have been nice. I will say there's a nice element of collectathon to this game. Like, you can just tell that, like, there's gonna be, like, a lot of shit, you know, everywhere. I already grabbed this one. Least favorite platformer. Oh my god. Let's see. I really gotta think. I've played some pretty bad games, in my life. Least favorite platformer. I feel like I'm sure I have this answer. I just can't really remember, like, what the name of it would be. Bottom left corner. Thank you. Bottom. Oh, thanks. I totally missed that. Thank you so much. And we do have all the fucking not letters, all the fucking keys that we need. I just want to think a little bit more deeply or like longer on this. What is my least favorite platformer, or at least like a bad one that comes to mind? I really didn't like that Smurfs game, and that's a platformer. The Smurfs game on the Game Boy sucked. To me, at least at the time. Yeah, I don't know. Least favorite. Sort of a hot take, because it's like I'm sure there's a lot of like bad games I've played, and I'm sure I could name those if I could just only remember them. I just can't. I really didn't like the remastered version of the Insane trilogy. I actually thought like it made the hitboxes and a lot of things about that game weirder and thus harder than they need to be, and Crash is already a hard game. So I actually like really didn't like that collection for that reason, other than visually. And I actually prefer the old game to that game in terms of how it moves. Yeah, Jack and Daxter. That's how I felt about Cuphead. It wasn't as difficult for me as it was for others. Having the option to adjust the difficulty is always great. Yeah, Cuphead was interesting because I was so excited for Cuphead because I'm like, oh, it's a platformer. But like, it's really more of a shmup with platforming than a platformer. And that's why I didn't end up ever really like committing to Cuphead. Even though like, I respect Cuphead, but like, it didn't end up being a me game. Even though like, I thought it was going to be. I'm like, oh, this is like, I love stuff like this. And then I was like, oh, it's not really like a hard platformer. It's a hard shmup-former, which is like different. Yeah, it's a lot closer to Metal Slug than Mario, I think. I love that comparison. Should have known. Yeah, though I think if I want to give you some more interesting answers, I really love Super Mario Land 6 Golden Coins. I talked about that pretty recently. Obviously, Odyssey is incredible. Oh gosh. Actually, lots going on here. I gotta wait for this cactus to pass. I'm trying to think if there's some like deeper cut ones to like give y'all too, besides like the Marios, which is like a bit of a boring answer. Obviously, Astrobot's great. Even though I'm not a big fan of the series now, just because I got a little tired of it. Ratchet & Clank got some real bangers in that genre. Real fun combination of gunplay and platforming in that game. Rayman, oh, Kenny, yeah, you fucking nailed it. Rayman Legends and Origins are incredible games. Some of the best platformers made in years is that pair. Astrobot, also a perfect game. Astrobot's really, really good. Rescue Mission specifically was like incredible. And VR, wild. Also, you know, I'm, as y'all know, I'm a Sackboy's Big Adventure. What is the name of the game? I'm a Sackboy Big Adventure defender. I think the game fucking is awesome, and I really loved my whole time with it. It's kind of incredible. I do think it's probably like only an 8-level game sort of thing, but like, honestly, if you gave it a 9, I wouldn't be mad at that. It's really, really good, and I think incredibly underrated. Do you consider games that feature platforming where it is a vital part of the game, like Uncharted? Do you consider games that feature platforming where it is a vital part of the game, like Uncharted and Assassin's Creed? Could that be considered a subgenre? When I think platformer, I feel like that has to be your core mechanic to be a platformer. I think a lot of games have platforming, but they're not a platformer. Like, for instance, Kingdom Hearts, like a lot of people were like, oh, how do you feel about the jump? Like, the jump's really bad, you know, and we can debate how good or how bad the jump is. But I don't really mind the jump. To me, it is a little bad. I don't mind that because it's not a platformer, so you're not, the jumps, I think another thing too, not all the time, but a good amount of times when you're a platformer, the jumping becomes a core part of also the challenge. So whether it's jumping to get across gaps, going across platforms, jumping to attack, like it is being good at jumping, knowing how to jump, knowing how to time that is a huge part of the game. And again, I don't think you necessarily need it to be like hard in a way to be a platformer, but like even in this game, that is the challenge, right? Like making sure that I jump over enemies correctly and I don't get hurt. Like by saying it is the challenge, that's not to say that it is challenging automatically. I think that's the other core tenet of a platformer. Yeah, looks like it's been at least 100 years. That sounds a bit, huh? Oh, there's somebody. Oh my god, cameo alert! Or actually, no, I don't know who the fuck this bitch is, but it could be a cameo. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I am still playing Pikmin and I'm loving it. Skipping the dialogue was a godsend in that game. I'm riding that plus sign button and it's going fucking great. I'm only like 12 days in, but I 100%ed, or I'm like at 98% completion on the first area, waiting to get more Pikmin to get the last thing I need. It is a really delightful game. No, I have not played Pizza Tower yet, but I really want to. Actually, I am going to write that down right now because I finally have my Steam Deck and I want to play some games on it. So I've been kind of shopping around a little bit, see what I want to add and spend my time in. Arrow like Meryl says, I want more playable classic Disney characters like Clarabella, Cow, and Oswald the Rabbit. Yeah, that would be fun. If this goes well, maybe they do other like games of this ilk. If Astrobot 2 gets announced, I'll be the 7th person. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, Astrobot 2. I mean, it's a little dramatic to say to be a system seller, because I know it would be for you, Joe, but I don't think the general masses it would be. But it would be really incredible. But frankly, I hope their next game is just not on VR, because I want more people to play it. That would be neat. Have you tried out the Steam Deck game Valve made? The Aperture. Oh my god, fucking Aperture desk job. I haven't yet, but I just like redeemed it on my Steam account. Pikmin 4 dialogue, put my ass to sleep. Gonna have to retry it with your advice. Yeah, absolutely. Just skip it and you'll have a great time. Have you played Pikmin before? I don't know if you'll like this as much as Tinykin, even though Tinykin is like Pikmin. But it's a really delightful game. Like, you know. You a burglar? A burglar? No, I'm a smuggler. Oh, that's much better. Hey, sarcasm, I like that. I don't like that. What are you doing with that weird looking thing? I'm looking for the old smuggler's tunnels to get to Terrarium Town. Oh my god, we're looking to get to Terrarium Town. The smuggler doesn't know where the smuggler's tunnels are? You need a different career. Nope, smuggling's in my blood. My uncle was a smuggler before he went legitimate. Could you ask your uncle where the tunnels are? I tried. Problem is Uncle Steve doesn't approve of me following in his footsteps, although he might tell you. Saw that coming. You could ask him where smuggler's tunnels, or the fucking terrarium are. You know, whatever. Y'all get what they're asking. We do need to find a way to Terrarium Town. Just head to Gizmopolis, and then the service tunnels in the downtown. I've marked your map. Nope, this is my first. I love Tinykin, but I think Tinykin is closer to Banjo-Kazooie. So I definitely think Tinykin has Pikmin sensibilities, but isn't quite like Pikmin. I could totally see someone liking Pikmin and not liking Tinykin. I think if you like one, you might not like the other. Like, it's not guaranteed, but I think your odds are decent. Like, I think you have a good chance of liking the other if you like one, but I don't think it's guaranteed. Because Tinykin's such again, that is more of a platformer game. You're jumping around. That's like very platformer-y. It's like it's Pikmin if Pikmin was more of a platformer and had less of a combat game. But yeah, you should definitely give Pikmin another go. It's just like it's such a sweet game. Like, I love Pikmin. Yeah, very collectathon. Yes, it's definitely. I can see the Banjo-Kazooie DNA in there. Another platformer that I really love. Even though again, that's, you know, a lot of those older games you feel their age when you play them, but they have a lot of magic to them still, and I think that there's something really beautiful about that. Okay, cool. Yay! The art is very nice here. A key, the smuggler's door. Big fan, by the way. Missing your MVC. Oh, what's up, Mag? Thanks, I appreciate it. I miss being on MVC. I don't have a spot for Nintendo stuff anymore. Not directly. I mean, I do talk about it on, you know, Gamescast if I'm on there. You know, there's Min-Max show, but no one has Kind of Funny needs a Nintendo podcast, you know? Me, Tim, and TBD, let's make it happen. Hearing Old Mom's voice for the first time is definitely sent me through a loop. It's a bit much. But yeah, and here I am, still playing Switch games. Still switching it up. Okay, what is this thing screaming in the background? Okay, obviously we're gonna power through that somehow at some point, but not now. Ooh. The sound design's really like kind of creepy in this game, in a way that I was not expecting at all. Let's see where. Okay, well I have to go back to like the library, right, or something? Isn't that what they had said? Oh, but I can like get there by like coming down here. Okay, I see. Sorry, I just looked at it, but I already have to look at it again. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. A little creepy. What did that mailbox just eat? That's the least of my concerns. I'm talking about the visceral screaming going on in the background. Maybe you guys can't hear it on your end as much as I can with like my headphones and everything on, but like what's happening in this area? Surprisingly enough, well, I guess, I mean, at this point I do welcome challenges in this game. The speed at which like these petals fly out of this flower is like shockingly fast, and I'm like, why is it so aggressive? How's Expanse? Love a bunch of old Telltale, but not familiar with the IP. It was just okay. I'm curious to see the rest of it. Oh, we can hear it. Okay, great. But I'm not like, oh yeah, that shit was dope as fuck. But I'm also not like, it was ass, you know? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play the other episodes. Yeah, I'm not sure. I am not sure. Okay, this card's gonna be a later thing. It's like smoking up like smoke. It's like inhaling fumes, the mailbox. Guess we'll just like leave this open. Oh my gosh, I got like distracted by the screams. Let me go back up top and get the heart. Now hopefully the famous mistake doesn't happen where you're so focused on getting the heart that you like end up getting hurt, and then it's like the heart was for nothing. No, I did not watch the show, so unfortunately I can't comment on that. We had one person in chat who was a big fan of the franchise in general. They like read the books, they loved the show. Funnily enough, I don't think I ever really got a straight answer on like what they thought of the game. Obviously they're not playing it, so it's a little different. That was such bad luck. It's okay though. You got this, Goofy. Don't worry about it. Shake it off. Sometimes, like, while you're trying to avoid something, it just happens. That's, like, the key of platformers. God damn it. Okay, how far back am I? That's, like, the fucking worst. You just jump right into it? Okay. I'm like, I can fucking use geometry to help me out. The checkpointing in this game is pretty good, though. Like, see how, like, I was not far back at all. Which is nice. Because backtracking in Metroidvania is fine when it's for exploration, but when it's for just like, I just have to try my idea again because I failed, it becomes a little frustrating. I downloaded the damn DC Match 3 game. Greg's been talking about it. I'm addicted to it. Oh my god, Mr. Hawks, you gotta let him know. That's so funny. That's actually really funny. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. It sounds like you're enjoying it at least, right? Also, y'all, I am so excited to eat dinner today. We're having pizza, and it's gonna be awesome, and I cannot wait. It's just regular, non-delivery DiGiorno. I am a little, go back to the Expanse. I am a little curious to maybe check out, like, the books or something, because everyone that watches it says, like, it's fucking awesome. And that, like, it's, like, some of the best sci-fi out right now, and all this stuff. So I'm like, you know what? This could be cool to like check out actually. And that's kind of the point. I mean, not to like take away from like the artistry of the game itself, but that's kind of the point of like a collab like this too. You know, they want to bump the brand. Like I had actually never heard of the Expanse at all until this game came out. And I know that's like a weird side to be on where it's like I want to play the game, but like there's gonna be other people just like that who are maybe just like Telltale fans and end up checking it out that way. So I don't think I need to go this direction, but I just want to explore a little bit. Now this is gonna be a ground pound place. Never mind. Never mind. I can already tell this is a crate. So it definitely got me a little bit interested. I also did not hear about it until the game. I think, someone correct me if I'm wrong, it's an Amazon show, right? I do think when there's like, and you know, if I'm wrong, this comment becomes irrelevant, but I do think when there's shows on like those smaller, it sounds dumb to also call Amazon a small streaming service, but I feel like the big ones are Netflix, Hulu, and frankly, Disney Plus. I feel like, oh, Disney goes to Sci-Fi. Okay. Like the channel or streaming services. Yeah, I was on cable. Okay. See, I actually didn't really play a lot of Telltale games, so I'm like coming at it from a really weird angle. But also too, it's worth knowing this is a Telltale game co-developed with Deck 9. Okay, so I need like a thing to like float up here, so I don't have that. Also, why did I come all the way over here again? I feel like I just fucked up. Give me a second here. I should be, oh, I'm not that far though. I need to just go down this way and then to the right. So it's okay. We got a little bit, we went a little off track. But yeah, like I think a lot of times those kind of slip through the cracks a little bit more for people. Okay, let me zoom in because am I not supposed to like, I go down into the, no, I go down to the right? I guess I like just, wait, but I can't go down because I can't break through. Oh, no, hold on. Sorry, I'm all types of like turned around. So I go down this and then I come out the bottom or something is what it's saying, like to the left. Oh, but I can't, can I even do that? We just came from here. Maybe I could do that and I just assumed I couldn't. I guess I can't break this block, but I can, oh, the block disappears. Okay, I saw it and I just assumed I'd have to break it. That's cool. I do like that. That's kind of a nice moment. Like that was a moment of genuine surprise. Chat, was there a show on Amazon that was like a show but came out with a game based on it at the same time? I feel like there was. I don't know. That does sound vaguely familiar. Oh, but I will say with Telltale, the only game I started playing from them was Telltale's Batman. And that shit was so fucking good. And I loved it. But I couldn't finish it because the game had like a game. Oh my God, I was wearing this hat for like 30 minutes by accident. It's supposed to be like 15. It had like a game breaking bug for me. And I like could not do anything to like fix it or get rid of it. Like I even tried like replaying the game, deleting the file. Like I played the first like few chapters of that so many times. And it sucks because it was so like, I loved everything about it. I was having so much fun playing it. Okay, obviously we're gonna be able to like get like a dive or something. I do like the sound design there. Whoa. Look, got lost in the sauce a little bit. The memo was mega. Yeah, and that was like the moment where I decided I'm like, I'm not really gonna fuck with Telltale shit because like I was looking up a lot of their like the issues with it because I was trying to solve it or see if like what was up, and people were kind of like, Telltale's often like this, so that sort of turned me off to like pursuing their other games. And then, you know, studio shut down. So that's kind of why I didn't end up having this like rich history with Telltale. Also, despite being like, I feel like y'all know me, and it is who I am, so it makes sense. But y'all know me as like, you know, the platformer fan, the action adventure fan, the story narrative game fan. But like, I wasn't a narrative game person until like, you know, I was an adult. Like my first time playing like choice games like that was probably like 2015 or whatever. Which granted, that was like, how long was that? That was like 8 years ago, right? 3, 4, 5, yeah, 8 years ago. That was a long time to like be into a genre, but it is actually technically one of my newer pursuits, you know, which is kind of interesting to think about. My biggest issue was that, yeah, and they're doing that too with Telltale's The Expanse. They're doing 5 episodes total. An episode releases every 2 weeks, and I'm like, that's so long. Like, why are we doing this? I hate that. Okay, cool. Oh, let's see what this is. Oh, it just says... Which also, do I know where I need to go? I need to go to the library. Okay, so I gotta go up. I will say, just like in my head, like head canon, it's a little lonely that Goofy is here by himself. I'm not gonna lie. Stand in the healing pool to restore hearts. That's very cute. That's adorable. I do love a friendship dip. Like, there's like a lot of wholesomeness to the game. Anyone else? Oh, so also for anyone curious, The Expanse is on Amazon and labeled as an Amazon original. So I don't know why the Wikipedia says sci-fi. I think because it was original. I don't know. People were saying it was on the Sci-Fi Channel, but I'm not sure offhand. Maybe like that iteration of it. Maybe they had some stuff. It got canceled and then bought by Amazon. Okay. That makes sense. Or that at least makes more sense. Like, it's still a little weird to call like Amazon original. It's like, oh, you just, well, they bought it, so it's theirs now, I guess. You know, like that is how buying stuff works generally. So I suppose that makes sense. Buys canceled shows and labels it as an original. Yeah, like the name of the game. Is Gotham Knights that bad? On a deep sale on Xbox, I had credit and I picked it up. So I picked it up. Well, you tell me, how are you liking it? Or did you just buy it like 1 second ago? Your question is, Gotham Knights that bad? It's been so long. It's been so long since I've played. I did beat it. I wanted to like get a full perspective on the game. It's definitely no higher than a 6 in my opinion. It might even be a 5. It's pretty rough. I forget, this is also around the time that I played Saints Row, which was a game I really was enjoying a lot, and then I kept playing it, and I was like, actually, I hate this game, which was an unfortunate thing. It's tough because we gave like that, we gave like a 1 on the Kind of Funny scale or something crazy like that. I wonder what I would have given Gotham Knights if I had been on that review. It might not be as low of a score. It's rough. The thing is, here's the thing. It's a rough game, and it's not one I recommend to people, but I think you'll definitely have some fun with it. If I had to guess, so there's like 2 options for you. You're either gonna have fun with it and be like, man, I'm having a great time. It's not like, you know, this is an Arkham Knight. I'm making it up because I didn't actually fucking play the Arkham games. I only played a little bit of one of them. Like, you know what? It's not like the best, but I know I'm giving you this voice. I'm sorry. But you're going to be like, these are the 2 futures I see when I look in the crystal ball for you. You're going to be like, you know what? It's not amazing, but I don't know what people are so like mad about. It's like pretty solid. I'm having a good time. And then you're either going to end and be like, you know what? I kind of fucked with it. You know, like y'all were kind of tripping low key. Like this is a solid popcorny kind of, you know, multiplayer beat 'em up energy thing. That's crystal ball option 1. Crystal ball option 2 is you're gonna be like, you know what, I kind of fuck with this. I'm enjoying this game. I know what people are talking about. And then you're gonna get deeper in and you're gonna be like, you know what, there's a lot of bullshit here. And those are the 2 options. So I will say, with that in mind, it's not the worst purchase you can make because I could see you getting like some enjoyment out of it. And if it's on sale enough and like you were interested, like, you know, there's like 2 different facets of, I think, exploring video games, right? There's like playing shit that you love and like finding shit you love, and that's great. But like sometimes like you don't have to love it to like have like enjoyed like the experience. You know what I mean? Look, my dad had a fun time with Saints Row. Was it great? No. Was it good? Not really. Was it super fun? Yeah. My beef with Saints Row is not even that it was like dumb, because like I can get that. Like I can, and that's the thing. I was having a fun time. Like I was shopping. I was on the radio station. It was really buggy and glitchy, and maybe some of that has improved since the launch. I have to imagine it has, but like it was really, really broken. Like it was truly, genuinely like at a certain point, it was a broken video game, and that's why I dinged it so harshly, and why it left such a bad taste in my mouth. Come on with other things too, you know. And there's there's always like distinctions between that stuff too, right? Where there's like, how much do I like it, and then what do I give it? It's like when y'all ask me like what my favorite platformer is. Like my answer for favorite is Jak and Daxter. My answer for best is different than favorite, you know. And with reviews and stuff, like we're doing more of like our perception of best. Everyone does it a little differently though. Like there are some reviewers who are like, no, if I liked it, I'm gonna like give it a good review because like it did its job because I enjoyed it. And obviously like your opinion and your taste makes up whether or not you think it's good. So you can't fully divorce how much you like a game versus how good you think it is, because like they can inform each other. But I do think when, at least for me, like my approach for like formal reviews, it is a little bit more on that end. Because there's games that I really enjoy that like I wouldn't review like that highly, but I like them. It's better after the update, but repetitive as a fault. I enjoyed my time at Gotham Knights, and I'm hoping to return to it. The combat took me a minute to get used to after the Arkham stuff. I wanted to just blast through the story. By the time I stopped, I was already bored with the side quests and such. And then Hawk says, I saw someone recently say they played it as a Batgirl game and that they enjoyed it more that way. I played as Batgirl and I liked Batgirl a lot as a character. I forgot if I played as any other characters, but I think like I would be... One thing I will say, one compliment I can give Gotham Knights is that like I'd be a little surprised if you didn't enjoy it at all at any point. You know what I mean? Like I'd be surprised if you were like, holy shit, like I fucking ruined my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you'll get that feeling. Like, that wasn't my experience with it, and I don't think that would be most people's experience. But it's not a good game, and it definitely is. You know, the fact that you waited for the sale, I think that makes sense for a game like that. You know what I mean? I just thought it would be more switching between Jason Todd and Batgirl, but I found myself actually going with Batgirl and Robin. I forgot who else I played as besides Batgirl. I played a little bit of everyone just to like taste test, but I think I was Robin for a good chunk too. Yeah, anyway, let's look at where we're supposed to go. Oh no, we're on the right path. The fact you do the side stuff to move through the story is rough. I'm at the end of the game, and it wants me to open another business. Yeah, like the structure is very like weird in that way. Hey, crime fighting ain't cheap, especially with Daddy Warbucks now on the ground. I think I'm more excited to play as Red Hood. I feel like I've probably played as Red Hood the least. Okay, so I need, I guess, another like 3 keys or whatever. What? Oh yeah, right. This is around where I was for the for my time at SGF, I think. And I wonder if I will struggle just as much to like figure out where the fuck to go for the keys. Wasn't a big fan of Red Hood's combat. Yeah, I recognize this fucking place. Okay, this is gonna be embarrassing if I don't find the keys again because I went through this at SGF. I think Robin and Batgirl, because it reminded me of the Arkham games combat style. Yeah, like I feel like they were like the easiest to like, I don't know, latch onto in some ways. Not that the other ones were hard, but okay. Okay, so let's go up a bit, I guess. Like, I don't know. Or not. Let's go to the left a lot? I don't really know which way I should be going. Which, that's the mark of a Metroidvania. I do wonder, wait, this looks suspicious. Is this like a secret area? Yeah, bitch. You already fucking know. You already fucking know what this is. You thought this was my first fucking game? This is like several games in, okay? It's been a lot of years. Wow, look at that. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. So smart. I'm gonna try to get this little thing here. Oh, and then there's the other key too. Or there's a key. This bell's broken though. So maybe it's like a, oh, there's the other bell. Duh. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's all coming together. All right, cool. So that's one. And we got it around like here. So let's just try to go up, I guess. All right, I gotta bounce. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, Kenny. Always a pleasure. Okay. Okay. Let's move here. Let's move here. Yeah, they got a little bit more going on now, but it is still very much a go through the motions game. I think if you find that kind of soothing and you're like, I'm kind of just looking to chill out, you will get that out of this game. So it just sort of depends on a couple things. But I will say, you know, if I had to like review this or something, yeah, I think 7 definitely is the highest I'd go. I probably would give it like a 6. I think it's just okay. I don't think it's good. I think good is a little much for this. Like, I did the assignment like well, but like I'm kind of, it's like okay, it's a little bit like of a, I don't know, dull completion for me. Oh, I'm just trying to get that last little bit. Little bits. Okay. Cool. It's something to do. Alright, alright. Alright, 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 alright. Alright. Ba-dum-bum-bum. There's the second coin. Or not second coin. Oh my god. Second key. Let's like probably get these doors open and then maybe we'll call it there. Okay, so maybe more to the right. Maybe, perhaps. This is like that. I'm always like joking about that scene from 4-Year-Old Virgin where he goes, Ma, the meatloaf, we're hungry, we want it now. In that same vein, I'll yell, Ma, put the pizza in the oven, for like when anyone makes pizza. Oh, sorry, it's Wedding Crashers. You're right. I don't know why I thought 4-Year-Old Virgin for some reason. Thank you for the correction. Yeah, it's a Steam. It's fucking Steam Stealth Fest, y'all. If you're interested, if you love stealthy games on Steam, check out Steam Stealth Fest because they got some stealth stuff going on. They also got a couple demos happening as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, in that same vein, I'm gonna yell at Isaiah, and by yell at him, I mean text him and say, "Put the pizza in the oven." Put the pizza in the oven. Hopefully he actually sees this. Also, we have to preheat the oven. So it could be a hot minute for a second. I'm fucking excited for it to be the weekend, y'all. Every week feels like a lot of fucking work. Is anyone else dying at the end of every week? Jeez. I'm happy that I had like a kind of a calm end though. Like I got to go to the Juventus AC Milan game yesterday, and that was like so much fun. And today like was pretty lovely as well. Like I had like lunch with Isaiah, and we went to like this store I've been wanting to check out real quick. Ooh, I kind of knew that was gonna happen. And that was fun. And then I just hopped on here with y'all, and that's always a good time. And like I did some work as well, or I shouldn't say I did some work as if this isn't work, because this is also my work, but I did some min-max like social post work, and I was pretty satisfied with that. What was it? I had gotten, I like made, so this is like a dumb, really specific thing, because it's like a lot of people aren't gonna notice this kind of shit, but if you go on like, so Instagram is like Instagram Reels, which is like bootleg TikTok. It's like Instagram's TikTok. And if you go on like someone's profile on Instagram, there's like the grid with like the feed and everything. And like you can set like a cover photo for your Reels so that they look like a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So when I can, I try to make like little thumbnails for it, like on Canva. And the one I made today, like it came out really nice. I really liked it. Yeah, like, and I was just like, I felt really good about that. It's like, okay, cool. I posted up some stuff. Like I'm getting like, I almost have like pieces of all of our content from the week, like little clip outs. Oh gosh, sorry. I was like reading. I was like looking at two screens. I have definitely had a rough week. Excited to sit down and play some video games this weekend. Hell yeah. I'm glad that you're going to be able to make that time for it. You know, for the weekend when you wear the Bidoof for 30 minutes. Honestly, it's like, it's been a lot. Every day has been a lot, a little bit. But I'm really working on just trying to be better about managing my stress and also approaching my workload and being a little bit more patient with myself about a lot of things. And yeah, I just want to be better at getting things done and better at being okay that things aren't done, you know? I wear the Bidoof hat for too long pretty often, though. I'd rather wear it for too long than wear it for too little. Oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna get the final key. Maybe it was Leo holding me back the whole time. Sorry, Leo. Or maybe it's the fact that I did this before at SGF, I'm pretty sure. I just moved and started my program, but also still working. I'm tired. That is, the moves be a real bitch. I didn't realize how hard moving was when you owned items. Oh no, does the key not count then, motherfuckers? Probably not. I do like that the envelopes are shaped like your outfits. Oh no, I'm supposed to be up. Almost went the wrong direction. Okay, this time for real, y'all, because... Oh, why did I take a chance like that? Oh no, I have the key. Never mind. They did count it. Love the SGF vlog on Manus. Leo video might be the funny. Leo is so funny. Sarah's also very funny. I mean, we're all funny, but like, Sarah's also very funny. And both of them are like really specific kinds of clowns. And frankly, it's hard to keep up with the humor because it's joke after joke after joke. And like, I can only be so witty for so long, you know? But everything Leo says is funny. Did you watch the, cause I think you're on our Patreon, right? Joe, I can't remember if you are or not. Cause the 10-hour version, like, did you see the Mario Minute? Because the Mario Minute was like so fucking good. It was like my favorite thing, I think, from the weekend or the week. Yeah, I want to promote that thing more because I kind of like, a lot of times it's a big push for us over on our Patreon. Yeah, I only watched the cut down one though. That's fair. I mean, 10 hours is a long time, but I watched one of the cut down ones completely. I watched, I think, the SGF one almost completely, and I'm working my way through the Universal one. Because while I was there for all of it, like, I wasn't there for, like, all of the clips and stuff either. So it's kind of fun seeing, like, some of the extra stuff. Same for the 10-hour. Like, I might hit up the 10-hour at some point. And, you know, hit that up a little bit. Damn, I missed this one little thing. Let me go grab the thing, and then I'll hit up the next mailbox. Oh, my God. Oh, thank God. Okay. But yeah, I want to promote that more because a lot of times it's a big Patreon push for us. And I don't know if it really, like, delivered in that way this time around. And I feel like that's my job as, like, the social media person to get, like, more eyes on it. But I haven't promoted it, like, that often. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, the fact that you didn't notice and you're on our socials, like, I fucked up. Like, I mean, I only posted it, like, once is the thing. The good news is that's, like, evergreen content. But at the same time, it's, like, I gotta get more eyes on this thing. But also, I don't feel too bad because I think Ben probably would only have posted it like maybe 2 or 3 times total and probably without like the same kind of clip outs. Though, in Ben's defense, he's pretty good at doing like horizontal clip outs of our content. Like he's always clipping things out. He's just never clipping them out as vertical. But then the funny thing is, as I'm always clipping shit out, but I'm never clipping it out as horizontal. So like, I think combined we can be one social media person if we work really fucking hard at it. Anyway, y'all. This was Disney Illusion Island. Don't leave yet, though. Please do not leave yet. I have more things to say. Thank you. Please and thank you. Honestly, I warmed up to it a little bit more as time went on, but I do think at the end of the day, as like a multiplayer platformer, like it's just okay. It's definitely not bad. It gets the job done, and you know, that's kind of it. Like, I find it a little bit dull, but the nice thing is you can kind of zone out to it. But I also think that's like kind of not the best feature to have. And to sort of sum up my thoughts more, when I think about like what makes this game good, I think the only compliment I could give it, or like what makes this game worth your time, if I was trying to sell someone on this game, but I also had to be honest, I guess I would just say that like you can really just zone out. It's like a zone outable collectathon with multiplayer, which sounds really cool, but the reason that I don't really fuck with that is because I just don't think there's anything interesting going on with its platforming and like the way you engage with the world and the world itself. Like, I just feel like I'm asleep at the wheel of this game in a way that doesn't also have intrigue, because there's a lot of games that I can zone out to that I find relaxing, that I just go through, but like, yeah, this doesn't give, you know, in that way. So that's my thing with that. If you missed the Expanse was solid. Maybe I'll continue. I don't know. If anything, got me more interested in the Expanse itself, because a lot of people love the show/book. So maybe I'll check that out. I don't know. But yeah, that was Best of Watch, y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around. I am still very behind on my VODs, but I'm gonna get there, I promise. And other than that, stick around for the raid. We're gonna raid Bonds, aka Bondsinator. But before we do that, I do want to give a shout out to none other than my patrons. You too can join over on patreon.com/GameOnalysis with rewards as low as $1 all the way up to the $25 tier, like my sponsors who get a shout out at the end of these streams next to Donut Bruce. I'm talking about none other than Biscuits with Davey, Edwin Garcia, Kevin Fair, Patrick Schweigert, folks such as Platform Fanatic, PlayItJason, Randleton, Spencer Icasiano, and our own Nina McKee. Thank y'all for helping me do what I do when I do what I do. Let's drop a raid over to Bondsinator. Say raid answers when you get there and spam the tier 1 emotes if you have them. I'll be live again on Tuesday with more Kingdom Hearts gameplay at 3 o'clock, and we'll probably do the same pre-show that I've been doing. So yeah, have a good weekend, y'all. Bye.